welcome back everyone to the Shaman podcast. Are you okay?
It froze.
What froze?
Nothing.
You lied to me again.
That's sport.
Niniv, you keep lying to me. You know why? It's because we're negative 20 dB. I'm a freaking idiot. How about watch this? It's gonna get super loud. Look at the waveforms. Look at the waveforms. Hi, how are you? Oh crap. Hold on.
Do we need it?
Yeah. See that little?
Do we need to start over?
No,
look at mine compared to yours though.
Yeah, holy crap. I just lowered it though, so now we're okay.
Okay, cool.
Now we're fine. All right. And is yours fine?
I think so.
Yeah, you're good.
What does this switch do?
That is like a high pass filter.
What if I do it?
It usually, what a high pass filter is literally what it sounds like. It kills a lot of the low frequencies to let the highs in. I'll turn mine on. I've honestly, my freaking chair is super noisy. It's because I sit there all the time. That's Courtney's, and she never sits in that chair ever because she doesn't need to. She's actually productive, and I'm playing video games all the time.
That sucks.
But
at least you got a free chair.
At least
whenever that breaks.
From what?
Whenever that breaks, you got this
that's
one.
true. I do. No, then she's gonna want a chair because I broke her chair.
No, you broke yours.
So then I'll have to. That's true. I broke mine.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna steal hers. So then I gotta buy another chair at the end of the day.
True. Yeah.
So let me I guess talk about the details of this episode, the contents. There's no I have some
you don't even have a
contents.
list.
I kind of do.
Okay.
But not, it's kind of But this is episode 100.
Yes.
It's been about a month. I don't think it's been a month. I think one more week and it would have been a month of no uploads. Oh. But the reason being is just because I didn't want to, I started the podcast because it was fun and I really liked to do it. And then eventually I think, honestly, maybe even around the 50s or 60s, those episodes, I started kind of like feeling more like, crap, I have to record a podcast today. I have to record this week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became a thing of like, I've been doing the podcast for so long. I have to just keep doing it, right? It was like entrapment. I said so much in it, and I just felt like I needed to keep producing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I think that's just like a human mentality thing.
I've been there for sure.
Psychology, yeah.
Definitely.
So then I was just like, you know what? Screw this. I actually did say in like 2 episodes ago that I was going to like take it easy and just not care. Because I think I got really like kind of scripty too. Not really scripty, but like showman-y. That makes freaking sense. Does that make sense?
A little bit.
Yeah? Like I'm trying to put a show or trying to make people laugh or...
You became like a personality.
Yeah.
In your podcast.
Yeah.
You want to be yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just kind of like, this is stupid. As we sit here with now new lights that I have.
New lights.
Freaking lights, new camera. Okay, let me see if it's even recording.
You said this is a cartoid mic?
A cartoid mic?
Or cardioid?
Cardioid, yes.
Cardioid.
This is these are called large diaphragm condenser mics. That's the one you want, but and this has got the cardioid pattern. So there's different patterns. You'll see cardioid, you'll see omni, and then you'll see, I forgot, there's others, but like a cardioid shape. Literally, if you look at the logo, those are cardioid shapes, like those hearts.
Yeah.
That's what the cardioid shape is.
Remember in pre-calc?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got super excited when he was talking about cardioid and stuff because I was like, shoot, that's my mic.
Dude,
because I had it since pre-calc. Yeah. I know what that is.
Wow, you've had this one?
I think it was that one. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I've had that one since. For a while.
That's a long time.
That is a long time, and it's held up. I mean, it's doing that weird finicky thing, but I mean, it still works.
Yeah, it's okay. So. Just checking to see if it's picking my voice up.
Oh, it is, yeah. And plus I have a compressor on there, so it'll bring the lowers up and the highers down, so it should level it out. Honestly, yeah, it's whatever. Courtney's she's got the softest voice in this side of the Mississippi, so like, she if it can pick her up, it'll pick you up just fine. You beg to differ? Who's got the softest voice? Herbert the Perv?
No. This guy right here.
You?
Yeah.
Not really.
A little bit. His voice is very squeaky.
Sweet?
Squeaky. Or whistly.
Yeah, whistly. My brother-in-law can make that sound so good.
Oh gosh.
So good. It's so weird. It's creepy.
I
I thought you said sweet though. That would have been creepy.
Yeah, that would...
Calling Herbert the pervert a sweet old man.
No, thank you.
Just like to invite that sweet old man for dinner.
Well, I haven't watched Family Guy in a minute. Like,
really?
A long minute.
You know, me neither. And then Courtney and I started like working out daily. We've been pretty bad at it lately, actually. But
I was about to say good.
I mean, it's really helped out though. We can get into that later, but
okay.
We like to put on like random stuff on TV. We have like Hulu and stuff, and we've been watching like Family Guy as we work out, because it's dude, honestly, you can't watch a movie when you're working out.
No way.
Because you get to invest in the plot.
Yeah.
You know, you like the movie. Any movie that you put on, you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna put on a crap movie, and then you get invested in the plot, and then you like doing sit-ups, and then you're both not doing sit-ups anymore because you're watching what freaking
like 15
Tom
minutes
Cruise
later.
is about to do. You know, yeah, exactly.
Like, what were you doing?
Yeah, precisely. So you have to. The secret is, if you're gonna watch something, you have to put on shows like Family Guy or The Simpsons. When it's just stupid plot. Yeah. Nothing ties together. You can pop in at any moment and it's a new thing that's going to make you laugh. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I was going to recommend Seinfeld, but there is kind of a running plot to that show.
You know what? Mm-hmm. You mentioned Seinfeld. I don't think I've ever seen
it's funny,
an episode of Seinfeld in my life.
It's funny, man.
Is it?
It's really funny. Like, it's got that like old comedy humor.
It's like it's the same formula like that 70s show and stuff, right? It's like that. Not really, but like it's explain Seinfeld. It's a sitcom.
It's okay. I'm alluding to an episode.
Okay.
It's a show about nothing. Okay.
So it's a podcast.
No, but it's not. But it's a show.
But it's a show.
Okay. There's an episode where Jerry, the main character, gets picked up by NBC, and he's like. And they're like, we want you to write a show for us. So him and his friend George, they brainstorm, and then George is like, I got it. Nothing. A show about nothing. What did you do today? Well, I went to the store. That's a show. There's a show.
Yo, they like foreshadow like YouTubers vlogging.
It's crazy. It's pretty crazy.
Whoa.
Some of the stuff they did. But no, this episode was like, literally making fun of their own show, like. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
They picked up Jerry. He played himself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the
I was
same
about to
show.
say, doesn't he play like himself? Mm-hmm. It's like
it's NBC.
So wild.
Like NBC's.
Yeah. That's wild.
It's just funny.
The only thing I remember about Seinfeld was when they ended the show, and then he was on. I forgot what talk show he was in, but it was like an older man talking to him about his show ending, and then he said, so was your show canceled or whatever? And then Jerry got like super offended that he said, is like, why would you think it was canceled? We ended it.
Yeah,
like we left. Nobody canceled me. He's like, do you know who I am? It was so awkward. I was like, shoot, this dude messed up.
That is him though.
That is freaking him.
That's Jerry Seinfeld.
Doesn't he have like he did a thing where he like went on like Uber rides with people and just had conversations with them. I remember Barack Obama was with him one time.
Yes, comedians in cars getting coffee.
That's literally what it's called.
Yeah.
Dude, the simplicity of that man is...
And the best part is every episode he'd be in a different car. Like a different sick car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just
he's just flexing.
Just flexing.
Yeah. For the Obama episode, he was in like a 1970s like Corvette.
Eventually, because I remember they started, Obama wanted to flex first.
Oh.
And he was like, yeah, we're in my armored car, and just saying, like a tank can like fire into this thing and we'd be fine.
That's right.
And then he's just like, oh, wow, I need to get me one of these.
It was funny.
He probably could. He probably does. He was probably pretending.
He can.
Yeah. It was funny. What?
Oh, it was funny. He, in the same episode, he like tried to leave. He's like, hey, security guard, can we get through the gates? And he's like, no, I can't let you do that. He's like, Obama, tell him you're the president. He'll let you through.
Obama, tell him you're the president. Shoot, dude. Seinfeld. I gotta watch that one.
I'll send you like some episodes that you should watch.
Yeah, for sure. Is it like on Netflix or anything?
Hulu.
We have Hulu as well.
Good.
We have too many streaming things. We have Netflix, Disney Plus. We have the Amazon Prime Video just because we have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
We have Hulu, if I didn't mention it in there already. Crunchyroll, but that's just mainly me because she don't like anime. I love me some anime.
Me too.
And for my brother.
Okay.
Joshua watches it too.
Oh,
from
Josh.
Idaho. Good old Josh.
Dude, his yes. I'll take a sip for Josh.
To Josh. Wait, what just happened?
I was gonna say something, but I was like, wait, I gotta take a sip. That was the whole point.
That was the whole point in it.
Dude, no, Josh's animation is getting better and better.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy.
He's working. I'm not gonna give. I mean, he hasn't even given me any details either. But
that's Josh.
That's Josh. Josh is he's a mysterious individual.
I love that about him.
Like, even to his own family, even when you're living with him, you don't know what he's up to because first he's cooped up in his room.
He's
working all the time. Joshua is
he's a mastermind, bro.
Dude, Joshua's he's no longer a person. Joshua is Joshua. You know what Joshua is? Joshua's a concept.
I like that.
Joshua is a concept. He's already
ascended.
He's ascended. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say he transcended humanity. He is a concept.
He's an enigma.
He's almost a religion. He's not there yet.
That's blasphemous.
Is it though?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I just wanted to say that word.
I was gonna.
Dude, he's blasphemous.
He's a heretic. What does that mean? I forget. All these kind of religious those are like religious smackdowns.
Yeah, they were. They are.
They're religious insults.
They honestly are.
So you're a blasphemer.
You're a blasphemous heretic.
Both. Isn't a heretic somebody who a blasphemer is somebody who lies, I think, and then a heretic is somebody who practices the opposite of what the religion is. I think.
Okay, let's go with that.
A blasphemous heretic. So wait, if you're a heretic, wait, never mind.
Anyway, Josh's animation's good.
Josh's animations are getting good, man. Do you want more water?
Right now?
Well, eventually, do you think?
Well,
say 5 years down the line.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take you up on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 5 years down the line.
You have my number.
Yeah.
You can hit me up. Right?
Do you? Shake on it. It's coronavirus. You're right.
Oh yeah. That's what
You weren't sure? You weren't sure about this deal? You were like, wait a minute.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford water, dude. I don't know. I gotta look out for mine on my own.
You could just go to the sewer, just pick some out of the drain, and I wouldn't know the difference. So
you're saying that something would happen, very catastrophic, that your taste buds would just go. Not even that. You wouldn't feel the chunks that would go down your throat. Dude, what's gonna happen? I'm so sorry.
No, you know what's crazy though? You say the taste buds thing.
Yeah.
Not to get on a darker tone, but apparently people with coronavirus are losing their sense of taste and smell.
Permanently?
Long term. So maybe 5 years down the line, I lose it.
Oh, shit. Where did you hear this?
I just looked it up today.
That's wild.
That sounds weird. Do you lose your taste buds?
Who's the one who was typing that in? What if they just had like a freaking piping hot bowl of soup, and they just burnt the crap out of their mouth, and now they're like, "Was this Corona?"
It's funny you say that. I just burned my taste buds the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you eat? What did you have? Miso?
Oh, what was it? No, I was at my friend's. I don't know if you saw my story on Instagram.
I hardly get on. I actually deleted Instagram for a while, but I hardly get on. Oh, you better show me.
I have to.
You'll have to show me.
I was at my friend's house and we were doing this catering.
Okay. That looks good.
I think it was this.
Oh, I did see your story. I remember that. I actually remember that.
I forgot what he was making me taste, but it burnt my tongue.
What is that meat stuff on the bottom?
This is filet mignon.
Okay.
With chimichurri.
That doesn't look like filet mignon. It doesn't look like Gordon Ramsay's filet mignon. Carry on.
I'm pretty sure it is. Well, I'll check. I'll double check for you. But
I'm probably an idiot.
It's a really good cut of beef, or cut of meat.
Mm-hmm.
No, a cut of beef.
I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure you had it right the first time.
Yeah. This is like a non-cooked green sauce you put on top of meats. Asparagus. This is chicken with mushroom sauce.
Okay. How good was
They were both sous vide.
What does that mean?
Cooked, vacuum sealed, cooked in boiling water.
So why do we call it sous vide?
It's French. I don't know why they call it that.
Okay.
Wait, were you saying why do they?
Yeah, why do they call it sous vide?
No idea. It
Well,
must mean something in French.
It must mean something.
I'll check. See, this is why.
Have you seen the don 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 videos? Gosh.
Anyway, please show me.
See, this is why.
I forgot. Under it is mushroom risotto.
Oh, I know what risotto means. Actually, I don't, but I just know what it is.
It's like creamy rice.
It's.
It is. It really is. It is. And we had a cheese board.
Creamy rice.
Back to the point. Yes. I burned my tongue tasting the mushroom risotto.
Okay.
My friend is a chef.
So, like, legit?
Do you know the restaurant Dues?
No. Where is it?
Downtown Modesto.
What is it called?
Dues.
Dues.
Yeah, like honeydew.
Oh.
Yeah, but just Dues.
Downtown Mo.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never. Like I said, I haven't really gone to a lot of different restaurants.
Yeah, I think it. According to him, maybe it's just because it's his dad's restaurant.
Yeah.
Well, his dad owns the restaurant.
Okay.
He doesn't work there or anything like that.
So his dad owns it.
Mm-hmm.
And dad doesn't work there.
No, the head chef.
It's run by son.
No, it's run by the head chef.
Oh, okay.
And his son, I believe, is the sous chef.
Okay.
But his son went to New York for culinary school and came back a legend. And now he's like as good, in my opinion, as good as this guy who is the head chef.
Really?
Yeah, because he's telling me stories like, I'll say, why don't you do this? And then the head chef's like, that's the stupidest thing you could have ever said. And then he does it anyway. And he's like, hey, chef, try this. And he's like, it's amazing. This is the best thing I've ever had.
At least the chef's willing to accept it too.
Yeah, for real. Well, sometimes he's not, but
oh, really?
Sometimes his ego's.
Yeah, that's why, like, if you're the head chef, you don't want to be bested by, like, your underlings, you know? You're the head chef.
Yeah, for real.
You gotta be the big boy, you know, the one who knows. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Man. And so he's the one who made all that?
So he does catering. He did catering with someone, didn't really work out, I think. Or no, it worked out, but it was like a whole thing. I don't know.
Whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Something.
It was a dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the details, but then this is a whole story. I'm sorry. So this one
you're fine. I'm all about stories.
He invited me over and he's like, hey, help me cook this. And I was like, I have no experience. I just cook at home.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I just cook to survive.
Yeah, I cook to survive.
Fill in the void.
Like, I mean, I watch Gordon Ramsay. I watch a bunch of chefs.
But it's just nice to look at them do it.
And then sometimes I'll grow some balls and do it myself.
Okay.
But I won't, like, I'm not a self-proclaimed chef or anything.
Right.
This guy is.
Right.
He's good. Like,
so you don't want to do anything in front of him.
I don't want to mess up.
Exactly. Yeah, I get it.
But anyway, he invited me to help him. We went to this old lady's birthday's house. This old lady's house, and it was her birthday.
Okay. So it was like the house belonged to the birthday. Let me get this straight.
Wait a minute. But yeah,
it's like some weird like. Have you ever seen those like weird laws, or like different particular situations? Like there's a tree. There's a tree somewhere in the United States that literally has its own rights. It literally, because of some weird law that happened hundreds of years ago, so they can't cut the sucker down.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Because it's got its own rights, dude.
It was it had something to do with like the father of the tree, right?
Yeah.
Right, something like that. Oh my god,
dude, homie can vote. No, they just put a ballot underneath and whatever leaf lands on whatever.
Oh my god.
Anyway, sorry.
That's crazy.
On. So it was the grandma's birthday. It was her house.
Yeah, it was her place. It was. She's probably turning 1,000 years old, and
dang,
at least. And apparently, so I didn't go. I had to go home after we finished cooking. He took it to the place, served it, finished all the food. This lady goes to like four Michelin-starred restaurants. Okay. Like 3, 4. You know, that's still pretty prestigious, I guess.
That is very I mean, five is like the.
Is there a 5, bro? I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was 4. I just made that up.
What the heck? Wait a minute. Michelin.
I know for sure there's 3.
For sure there's 3.
Yeah, I know for sure there's 3. Because I was watching, again, Gordon Ramsay try to get his 3rd one, and he failed, I think.
For some reason, 5 stars goes in my head, but at the same time, that's like the category to define anything that's good.
Let's assume
5 stars, you know?
Let's assume, bro.
Okay, let's assume.
Anyway, this lady will taste the food, and she'll be like, I don't know, it's garbage. Take this away from me.
So she's like a tester, like a taste tester?
No, but she's so rich, I guess, she gets to taste the best foods in the world.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, she's like, this is the best food I've ever tasted. Like, really? She ate something from everything, as opposed to, like, only one thing.
Right.
And she was like, if you guys throw away a single piece of this food, you'll be disrespecting the food and the chefs.
So what did you do?
We're going to start a catering business.
Really? Yeah. So you're going to be a part of that?
So it's mainly his, but I'm going to help him. Like, he's going to get my help, and he's going to give me all his experience.
Dude, that's crazy. That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's sweet.
Excuse me. Yes, that is sweet.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's also cool.
Yeah. No, that's freaking sick, dude. I mean, I kind of have an affinity for culinary, stuff. I like cooking and stuff. Like, good. I made we have this app where we'll kind of, I would just kind of like look up recipes and try to make it. Gordon Ramsay stuff too. I'll watch his stuff and then make that thing.
You see, you do. You know what I mean? Yes,
precisely. Yeah. Sometimes I do have this app where it just shows the instructions and then how to do it, and then I have to figure out some of the terminology that I'm very unfamiliar with.
Yeah, they use some.
I didn't know what was that thing called? Hey babe, what was that thing on the oven that we had to like? Are your headphones in? Okay, her headphones are in.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. Thanks. It's this method or like, so I didn't know like you have to put. It's when you put your baking or whatever you're baking on the very top of the oven.
Broil.
Broil. Mm-hmm. Is that a common thing? Am I
not really?
Okay,
because a lot of people don't have a broiler.
I saw broil and I was like, boil? Am I boiling this? Like one time it was like this weird. This particular one kind of sucked, but we tried it anyway. We tried stuff, but it was like this kind of big tortilla that had all these like onions and peppers and green, all like the vegetables and chicken inside of it, covered in the sauce that we made. And then after I did all that, it told me to broil it. And I'm like, I'm not putting this sucker soaking in water. Dude, yeah. Boiling. I'm
glad you found out.
Yeah, swampy soup. So I figured out that that's what it was, and I had no idea that I was like, oh, so that's called broiling. But I want to actually go fishing. I actually want to go out fishing, catching fish, and then cooking that.
Hit me up.
Like,
I want to do that too.
That'd be really cool. I've been watching a lot of like catching cooks just on YouTube, and just looks so satisfying. Yeah. Homies are not even doing anything fancy. They're like, dude just catches a freaking fish, fillets it or whatever. Yeah. And then he just gets like this pot, puts like a whole stick of butter in there, and then just dips it cooks the meat and then dips it in the butter, seasons salt and pepper, and then dips it in the butter, and he's like, dude. Oh, so good. And, so I'm like, yo, I want to try some of that buttery, fatty chicken. Not chicken, freaking fish. Well, you know what they call fish? Chicken in the ocean. That's what they call fish, right?
I don't know if that's what they call them.
You know what they call cats? Chicken of the rail yard.
Isn't it?
I stole that from Anchorman.
Isn't fish... Wait a minute.
Yes.
I got the reference all mixed up.
I'm waiting a minute. Why?
Can we get the timer, please? Minute. Thank you.
Wait.
You're waiting a minute.
Oh, shoot.
No, I'm just kidding. Dude, but no, I was going to say, earlier, this is why we need the guy to pull up stuff.
Yes, we need our Jamie. That's what I call
him. There you go.
Our Jamie. That's what Joe Rogan has on his podcast.
You gotta get a Jamie.
I need to get a Jamie, but I don't want to pay a Jamie. Is there any Jamies out there who want to work for Free. You want to be my Jamie?
How about a Courtney?
No, she doesn't love me that much. Actually, no, she loves me enough not to invest in my failures. Just kidding.
I'll be your Jamie.
You'll be my Jamie?
Yeah.
Will you be my Jamie?
Question. We're in coronavirus. We're in a pandemic, I should say. So
we are inside coronavirus.
We are.
In the cell of coronavirus. That's where we are right now. That's why everyone's getting infected. Anyway, yeah.
Just kidding. No, but what if you did like a Zoom call?
Yeah.
Sign the cross. Be gone.
You know, better than a mask, right?
It is.
Holy spirits, help us all.
Wear a mask.
I don't know.
PSA: wear a mask.
Wear a mask, people. So.
I brought mine.
You did.
I was supposed to wear it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to bring a whole hazmat suit.
Wait, stick your hand up. We need to be like this far apart to be 6 feet.
Really?
Yeah, but also my shoulders back here.
Just lean back like I am. Can you lean back on your chair? Yeah, there you go.
Just kidding. Whatever.
So, I just can't see you anymore.
Yeah, so...
Uh-huh.
Sous vide. French term.
Oh, shoot.
Cook in water.
Ew. Isn't that just boiling?
No, it's vacuum sealed.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, it traps all the juices in.
So it's just boiling in a bag.
Yes.
And just got a fancy sous vide.
Mm-hmm.
We got a sous vide in water. Actually, I've seen that method of cooking before.
I need to get one of those machines. It's like you do it and forget about it.
That's like a crock pot. You do it and forget about it.
You're right.
Pulled pork.
Delicious.
With like the right kind of barbecue sauce.
What's your favorite barbecue sauce?
I don't know, actually. I don't really have one. Sweet Baby Ray's has always treated me nice.
Yes.
You know?
Thank you, yes.
Right?
Is that the big one?
I don't know.
The like jug? No,
it does come in jugs.
Okay.
Good. It does come in jugs. I've never bought, but my parents have. So I remember seeing those Sweet Baby Ray's jugs in our cabinets or pantries when they're not opened yet.
It's a little spicy, right? It has a little kick?
It's a little
okay.
It's got a little spice.
I do love that one.
Yeah.
Have you ever had Kinder's?
I think so.
It has the bull, I think.
I think so, yeah.
It's pretty good.
You know what? Yeah. Wait a minute.
They have a restaurant in Fremont.
Really?
I think it's in Fremont.
What's up with like Bay Area random very niche stores for like hot sauces and jerkies and barbecue sauce?
There's some market out there that I don't know about. Clearly.
Every time we go over to like Pier what's that famous pier again? Pier 31, Pier 51, Pier something 1. Pier 59?
Is it 34?
Was it Pier 34?
I don't know.
Man.
You
know that pier?
The wharf. Fisherman's Wharf.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And then there's all those stores and there's like the hot sauce spot.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever got a rock crab sandwich from them?
A rock crab sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a freaking piece of bread split open and they stuff as much rock crab salad as they can get in there without it falling
Really?
Over. It's like this high of salad, bro.
Shoot,
you eat it and it's like...
You need a fork or something, dude.
You do, yeah.
You need to spoon all that stuff first.
It's good, though. Some salt, pepper, lemon.
I've never had that.
Hot sauce. You gotta go.
One of the reasons why I haven't had a lot of seafood either is because Courtney hates seafood. And I'd hate to eat seafood. Well, I hate to eat food in front of her and have not
and have her see it.
God forbid. Have her see it, yeah, you know? She'd probably divorce the crap out of me. Just as soon as she sees me stuff just some...
I hope that never happens.
Some salty meat in my mouth. That's... That sounded so weird.
Can we cut, please?
Oh gosh, dude! I've been doing so many of those accidental like.
It's okay. You know, I'm not gonna say it, but you got me earlier too. I didn't say anything.
What was earlier?
I'm not gonna say it right now.
Tell me.
I has to be off air.
Tell me.
It's a pretty bad one, bro.
Oh, no. What did I say?
All right.
I'm too innocent. That's what they tell me at work. I have one of my coworkers, Sam.
I'll text you it.
Okay, text me. One of my coworkers, Sam, him and I joke around a lot in the office. today, we were talking about what were we talking about? We were talking about something that had to do.
I'm sorry. You said it.
I was too innocent to get that one. Never would I. Never. I would never catch that one, dude. But I guess I would, because as soon as I read it, I knew. Shoot, that's too bad for the air.
Yeah, I can't say that one. But the
Yo, have you ever just tried to be loud and then accidentally just shoot water down the wrong pipe?
One time.
That just almost happened.
You know do you do that on the mic with your friends?
I do.
To annoy them?
Yes.
Me too.
And it works.
Dude. Like, I'll sit there and I'll...
Yeah.
And then, like, some will die of laughter. Some are like, this guy again.
Dude, stop.
Like, what?
You know what I want to try next? I want to try just grabbing my alarm, my phone alarm, and just playing that on the... Because doesn't it give you anxiety?
Yeah.
Listening to that... The alarm. I'm going to show you.
The one that's labeled alarm?
I think so.
There's two that give me anxiety.
Or how it is.
That gives me anxiety.
Does it? Not me. That just, it gives me anxiety just because I get so many spam calls. And that's usually what that one means. But what I'm talking about is...
right?
I don't know.
It's in the old sounds, no?
Calendar. Where are my sounds? Here we go. I know what it is.
Oh, that's the
one.
That's the one. Stop.
That's the one.
No. Let me see. Turn it off. Let me show you one though. This one gave me anxiety. Whoa! Look at all these.
Look at all my alarms, dude.
Oops. What the heck? Where's all the sound?
I have the great fairy fountain for Courtney, so whenever she calls me, I'm healed. Dude, that just sounds like...
I hate that one.
Like my in-laws are coming over.
Enough of that.
No, that's like a running joke. That's a running joke in anyone's household. It's always in-law jokes, you know?
It's true.
In Mexico, the in-law jokes were everywhere. Mexico in-law jokes on fire. Everybody had an in-law joke.
Why is there such a rivalry between in-laws? You know, like, why do families just hate each other?
Let me tell you why. I think I have an idea, and I just had it now, so it's probably garbage. And don't quote me on this. Let me check. I've never used this camera for recording before, and sure enough, it did stop recording at some point.
It did?
Yeah, but I had no idea when.
Oh, God.
Oh, crap. Oh, shoot.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that. But here's my epiphany.
You good?
I'm good. Okay. I thought I cut myself on there, but I have tough skin, you know?
Nice.
I'm getting older.
Look at me. Look at my hair. I'm basically an old man.
You're rocking some salt and pepper. Dude, I can't wait till I rock... Well, I can't rock salt and pepper because I'm blonde.
Oh.
You can... People with, like, black or really dark brown hair, they rock the salt. Like, dude, George Clooney...
Okay,
Oh, dude, when he was rocking the salt and pepper, he's more salty now than peppery. But, dude, fine gentleman right there, man. Fine gentleman. Yeah. I can't wait to look like George Clooney. And I will never look like George Clooney, so I will wait forever.
Please, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Please never dye your hair black.
I'm never going to.
You'd look crazy.
I would look Russian.
Yeah, you would. You'd look like Creed when he got the wig.
Who's Creed?
From The Office.
Oh, shoot! What's up, bro?
Yes, dude. What's cooking? What's happening?
I forgot what he said. Yeah, he had this weird hairdo. Well, he had it was like dyed, but it was also like he had all the gel in the world on his hair that it was just still shiny and just perfectly up.
It looked like
on his receding hairline,
like a shorter Green Day haircut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
That's what they went for.
That Creed he listened to a lot of Green Day. That version of Creed, Green Day was his thing. Should have walked in with a Green Day shirt. Should have done that.
Yeah, that's.
I forgot what he said. It's like in the tip of my tongue too. Creed was like one of the funniest characters in The Office.
I think he said dudes at one point. He for sure said dudes.
Yeah, something like that.
Like,
He did
dudes?
for sure say dude. Or dudes.
Yeah, he made it plural because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
And he's like, what? I'm 20, my name is Creed. I'm 26 or something. Mm-hmm. And I love partying. I forgot what he said.
Yes,
something like that.
He did say something like that. I love to party.
It was when everybody was. It was when when was that? It was when what was his name? The one who was taking the intern? No, the temp. The temp. What was his name again?
Was it that episode or was it when he was scared that he was gonna get caught with drugs?
No, it was.
It was the temp episode?
It was the temp. It was when he was taking over, when he became a higher up in the company.
Oh, and
then he was revolutionizing the company,
Yes.
and then they were scared that they were gonna fire all the older people.
Yes.
So then Creed just disguised himself as a young dude.
God.
To show he's still with the times, dog. Freaking Creed still with the times. I hope that this didn't stop recording. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, Niniv.
There's no way. I know your password.
Oh, snap. Okay, we're good.
Just kidding. I don't know your password.
Shoot. Usually when it locks like that, like it would have stopped recording and I would have had a heart attack.
We've been going for an hour and 36 minutes? No, I'm dumb. That's not it.
I don't.
It's okay.
No, because this always shows 1 no matter what.
Oh, so 36. Whoa, we started at 7 exactly?
Did we?
That's crazy. That's
did we?
Crazy.
That's wild. We did probably start. Watch, it's about to turn to 37. Oh. Not exactly, but pretty close.
Now we have to wait. And there it is.
There it is. So
we're off
close.
8 seconds.
8 seconds,
wow.
dude.
That's crazy.
Look how we started that, man. That's wild. We can just look at the time and see how long we've been going. Does it help anybody? No, but it's cool. No. Right? What were we talking about before Creed? I forgot.
We were talking about one thing that
Salt
I
and
don't
pepper.
remember. Oh yeah, I'm getting salty.
And we were talking about families and in-laws not liking each other.
Yes.
You know what I think it is? Here's my epiphany. Mm-hmm. Do whatever you want with it. You want to throw it back? You want to add some? You want to season it your own way? Give it your own flair? But here's my epiphany.
I might broil it.
You might broil it if you want to. You know, the option's there.
I wouldn't boil it though.
No, that's weird.
That'd water it down.
But you can sous vide. Sous vide. Can you sous vide, or is it always you have to always use a sous vide tense? You have to formulate your sentence to say sous vide.
The word is sous vide.
Okay, but
SOUS.
But you can say sous vide.
No.
You need a sous vide. Oh no.
Mm-mm.
So when you say, so if you say something needs to be sous vide, you have to say you must grab that for the and then you must, and it needs to be sous vide. There you go.
It's a cooking method.
Oh. So it doesn't have like, it's not its own word. It's like
I don't think so.
It's a religion.
You know what? This is why we need the guy.
We need the
or the girl. It doesn't have to be a guy. We need the person.
I don't have a Jamie. I forgot. Crap. Dude, that thing could be our Jamie.
You need Alexa or like.
Hey Google. What does sous vide mean?
On the website thenamemeaning.com, they say the meaning of the name sous vide is summer. Categories: Finnish.
It's got a name. Hey Google. Shut your mouth. Sorry.
That's not what that means.
She really did. I'm sorry, Google. Now I feel bad.
Where is it? Oh, it's right there?
Yeah, it's chilling right there.
Sous vide.
Sous vide.
Sous vide.
Under vacuum.
Oh, shoot. I was going to show you this.
Oh, so it means under vacuum.
Under a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
So they tried it under a vacuum first.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Check this out.
Tuna. Louis. Uncle. Your uncle knows your tuna.
Is that real?
Yeah, dude.
What?
I took French in college. Literally, their vocabulary is out of this world. Our professor was actually a French citizen, and he lived in I forgot where, and he lived in France. He grew up in France, and he said that even the French citizens have a hard time to this day writing their own language and reading, because the words, like, there'd be a word that's huge, but you only pronounce like 3 letters in that word. It's so weird. I don't understand. Why would they make a language that was so hard like that? Like, we think English, people say English is dumb. Like, dude, French. French is stupid. But anyway, here's my theory. The family thing. Here's my theory. My theory is most people No.
Why are you pausing?
I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to formulate it.
You just don't want to say anything wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought something happened.
No.
I wasn't aware.
No.
Okay.
No. You're like, crap. Did I just start something that would start something? No. I think families are very peculiar in their own units.
Okay.
Like, they all run very differently. You know, like, families are similar in ways if you contrast them to others, but they have their very peculiar kind of personalities. Like, a family as a unit can have a personality or a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel
annoying.
Like, yeah. Like, annoying? Yeah. Sure. You know? But I feel like when other groups of people, like, say a group of friends, they all hang out, they're all friends and they understand they're friends, right? And that's cool. Sometimes they won't see eye to eye, but they're friends, so it's okay, you know? Friends disagree all the time. It's cool. Okay. But when you have in-laws and you're now going to integrate people into your group, so you're saying now we are one unit, because of this other union that happens. We are now one unit, so that's why there's gatherings with, you know, the in-laws and, you know, the other family. And I feel like there's like kind of this weird contention that happens because you're saying that they're part of your group, but you don't align with their personality, but they are one of you. So then and then you have to bring them to events because, like, and it's I feel like it's a thing that happens on both sides. Like, this family says, oh crap, we have to invite them over, and then when they have gatherings, like, crap, we have to invite them over. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like this weird, kind of like a forced thing. Like a forced friendship. You know?
I feel it. Yeah.
So, like, we're friends with people we like to hang around with, but say you're just put into a group forcefully and you're told you have to get along, and you can't stir up any drama because then there's a whole armada of other people in that clan that'll get you. I don't know. Like I said, I just had that epiphany now. It's garbage.
No, I have that
point. Proclivity to just say things.
No, you're making a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do. You do have that.
Dude, I do that a lot, though.
I wish I still had them, but I don't have the notes saved.
For what?
Of the list of things that you just said.
Shoot, yeah. Well, it's on video.
Maybe I do have
on pod.
Let me check.
There's wait a minute. Of the list of things that I just said, you have notes?
No. A list of things that you have said.
Oh.
Here it is, titled Kevin.
Wait.
Kevin.
Wait, is that the stuff that I randomly...
Yeah.
Oh, like things that I just randomly say?
Yes.
Like, what do you got?
I got... It's Fetty Wampus Code 26.
There you go. Yeah.
You remember that one?
I remember that one.
What did that one mean?
Dude, I don't remember. See, I love those statements because they can mean anything depending on it. You know what's up with you know what's up with those?
Yeah.
You know what's up with those? It's all about the context of the conversation.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what it depends on. Then you decipher it based on the conversation that you were having. That's why I love using them, because literally when I'm typing them, I'm not thinking about what's the weirdest thing I can say. I'm thinking about what are like the sounds that are coming up in my head or the words that are just fitting together for this situation. And that's where I come up with, that's Fetty Wampus. Code what?
26.
26. Code 26 probably meant something at that time.
What is Figs Are Drooly?
Oh shoot!
Or are you just saying figs are drooly? Like when you
what
eat
are figs again? I forget.
Figs, those like little.
You know what it was? I think I just learned what a fig was, and I wanted to use it somewhere. And then I said figs. Are figs drooly?
I suppose when you eat them, you could drool.
Okay.
You could.
Okay, so maybe I was trying to show that I knew what a fig was. Just like, hey, by the way, figs are drooly. You know? Or like it's kind of like in the same nature as saying like, hey, by the way, the sun is hot. Like I just want you to let you know that I know that information. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to let you know that I know that figs are drooly, so I'm gonna tell you a fig.
You know a fig.
Is that a fig?
Yeah.
That looks like a pomegranate.
I see why you say that. But they're
because
about
of all the
this big.
seeds. You know what they call pomegranates in Mexico? I don't know if it's the official name that they have in Mexico, but what me and my friends would used to call them were grenades. We used to call pomegranates grenades, and I think they got that name because how we would eat them is we would find a pomegranate and then we would chuck the crap out of the pomegranate on the floor or a wall, break it open, and just start eating the seeds. Well, eating what's around the seeds because you don't want to chomp on those.
How did you say it in Spanish?
Devils, granadas.
Oh, granadas?
I don't know if that's the
pomegranates, granadas. Whoa.
Palm of granite.
Grenade.
Isn't a grenade a palm of granite in a sense? Because what the damage is mainly is the shrapnel that the grenade blasts off, which could be granite.
Is that what a grenade does?
Palm of granite.
It's not just an explosion?
I think it depends on the grenade. I think there are some grenades that are designed to explode and release a ton of shrapnel.
Oh, wow.
So it's the combination of the shockwave that the explosion does that messes up your internals and the shrapnel that flies out.
Wow.
I think.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Of mass destruction.
I have two more for you.
It's called mass destruction because it destroys mass.
Exactly.
Shoot. Anyway,
but also mass destruction because it's a lot of mass in itself. It's not normal destruction, it's mass destruction.
Or it's masked destruction.
Masked?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because, anyway, yeah. What was
this one is, I can kind of get it, but I also don't. You know what they say about wine? Drive it like you stole it.
Yeah.
What do you mean by drive it? Maybe you meant drink?
No. I meant drive. I mean what I write, Niniv, okay? Nothing's an accident.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I mean, don't ever do that again.
You want to hear the last one?
Yeah.
Or should we? All right, here. Decipher this one for me.
Okay.
Ait, one lantern coming up for next plander. Tell me what that means.
Okay. Did I start that "it" with an A or an I?
An A.
An A.
Yeah, so it's
that
like,
changes the whole thing.
Exactly. It's all right.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant there. It's all right. Probably didn't have anything to do with the rest of that. I think that was just.
You were saying okay
separate.
to something before.
Yeah.
So let's take that out.
Okay. And
one lantern.
One lantern.
Fo.
F-O?
Yeah, F-O.
Not F-O-H.
One lantern coming up fo.
Okay.
Next plander. I don't even think plander is a word. Nor do I think lantern is a word. But still, I would love to know. I just noticed he's holding a...
Yeah, he's holding the
Gaboon?
Gabunomi melon cream soda.
It looked like it said Gab Onion from here.
Gab Onion.
Or
onion soda?
That's why I was freaking out. And it looked like an onion, bro.
Dude, that does look like... No, it's ice cream, dog.
Well, nah, better inspection.
Further analysis.
Yeah.
Dude, that stuff is amazing. That's why I kept it.
Where'd you get it from?
Courtney got me a Japan crate for Christmas.
Oh, that's sick.
And that was one of the items in there. I looked it up after. I was like, I'm going to look up these things on freaking Amazon, see if I can get them shipped over here, right?
Expensive,
dude.
I'm gonna save this for later.
I forgot what it was called, but I think for like a 12-pack, it was like $100.
Oh, God.
For sodas.
What the heck?
Yeah. I think it's because of the import and it being food and, you know, I was like... But anyway, that was freaking amazing. Like, I savored that thing. There's a lot of things in there. That was really good.
I like, you know what's good? You have to try it, okay? Ask Neo Hernandez about this. It's amazing, okay? I think it was Apple Coke.
Manzanita?
No, Apple Coke.
Okay.
Apple Coca-Cola.
So like cherry Coke.
But it's Apple.
But it's Apple. And
it's
that's
amazing.
And that's a brand? Like that's a flavor that they have?
In I think it's only Japan.
Really?
But they had it in Japantown in San Francisco.
Oh, I've been there once before this the pandemic really skyrocketed. When it was still kind of like I think I went there when all of the cases were still like in Washington. Where we had like 4 or 5 cases in Washington. I went to Japantown.
You know what I kind of regret?
It was really cool.
This may sound selfish, but before the cases were bad too, the prices of like airline tickets were nothing. I should have went somewhere.
Me too.
That would have been like
I didn't think about it either.
But it's okay. I quarantined.
Yeah, at the same time, it's fine.
I guess I'm just being an idiot saying
that. So now that we're on this topic,
okay,
I'm curious to know your thoughts
on.
First, just in general, how you feel about the whole quarantine thing.
Okay.
Or just a situation, not necessarily just quarantine, just a situation, COVID, like what's going through your mind.
It's scary. I mean, anyone could die at any time.
Right.
Right. You know.
Yeah.
Like
for sure, dude.
Okay. The CDC.
Mm-hmm.
The CDC is withholding some symptoms from us too.
Are they?
I've heard rumors about that. I don't want to spread false rumors.
That's okay. Anyway, keep going.
And they're updating symptoms. So like they're
changing it.
They're finding new symptoms.
They're a game developer. They're just changing
version 2.0. COVID 2.0. COVID 19.1.
Please shut down your devices to update.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Yeah, man.
And go to sleep, and they're updating. Anyway, okay.
You know what's funny? My phone's been telling me we will update between 2 a.m. and 4, but I'm awake during those times, so it just doesn't update. So I'm just holding the update like longer and longer, prolonging it for no reason.
Wow, dude. Why are you up? Insomnia?
No. Well, that's probably part of it.
Yeah.
Doing some stupid stuff, like playing video games, listening to music.
Yeah.
You know?
Shoot, I wish
summer.
I could do that. It is. I've been going to work since day one of this whole thing, by the way.
Where do you work again? Where they... Oh, I remember.
Yeah. I probably should bleep that. Because I just doxed my workplace.
Jesus, yeah.
I'll bleep that.
This place in this town.
Yeah,
that's where I work.
52 minutes in.
Okay. Yes, definitely bleep that up.
Yeah, I always forget to like not say stuff like that on the mic.
Oh, we were talking about
COVID.
Wait, I said my friend's restaurant.
Did you?
I doxed my friend.
Shoot. Did you give like the straight up ad? But it might be good. You're giving him biz.
Oh, okay. Just cut this whole thing out.
Should I? should I like? Do you want me to try to cut that out? Should I cut that out?
I don't know. What do you think?
If you want to, I can look for it and cut it out. I mean,
do you think it's scary?
Honestly, I don't think I'm in the volume for it to be a problem. I think we're fine. I think,
sorry.
You know, this is when we'll worry. We'll keep tabs on this. We'll worry when he starts saying, yo, I'm getting a lot of customers. What's going on? Like randomly in the future, maybe I don't realize that my podcast is blowing up. What?
I hate mustaches. They're getting my lips.
I'm
just trying to talk.
They're stupid. And that's why I do this a lot, because they get on my lips and I try to push them out of the way, you know, comb them. That's probably why they invented it's like, dude, you're out of the way now. You know what I'm saying?
You know, mine does that. If it's long enough,
it'll actually naturally curl up.
Yeah, and dude, people are like, are you Turkish? I'm like, no.
Do it, dude.
I will.
And own it.
I'll do it.
Say whatever national ethnicity they say, you gotta say yes.
Okay.
No one assumes me because I just look like I was born in Texas.
I can't believe you're Mexican, bro.
Yeah.
But are you half Caucasian?
No, I'm half Portuguese.
Portuguese?
Or Brazilian. I always get those confused. Portugal and Brazil.
Who's Brazilian?
My dad.
Oh.
My mom's from Navajo. I think Navajo or Ensenada, I forgot. But Mexico, like the Sonora Desert area. And my dad is from Rio de Janeiro.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Brazilian and Mexican. So, but there's no Caucasian. I mean,
Wow.
I guess what's Caucasian?
I don't know.
Because there's so many ethnicities that are white. That's my thing. Norway, European, Spaniards.
Spaniards are Caucasian?
Yeah, dude, tons of Spaniards.
I don't know
light
anything
skin,
about race,
dude.
man.
Italy, Italians. Well, that's Europe. This is all Europe.
Yeah, this is all Europe.
But
is Spain Europe?
I think that's where
Spain is Europe.
Spain is Europe.
God.
Yeah, Spain is Europe.
It's not Mexico, it's Europe.
So I think that's where, because my grandma on my mom's side is Spaniard.
Mm.
So I think, and my aunt, she was like blonde hair and blue eyed as well. My mom wasn't though. What was that?
Beautiful combination.
Beautiful combination. Beautiful. My mom wasn't though. My mom was like light skin, but like dark hair and brown eyes.
Oh, okay.
And so was the rest of my family.
Wow.
She was only one. And then in my own siblings, Joao, my eldest brother, he's dark hair, brown eyes, and then me and Josh are both like blonde,
crazy,
and blue eyed. Yeah.
You got this like melting pot.
Yeah, we do. It's
pretty cool. It's
dude,
like
nobody is everyone. See, nobody asks me anytime like about my ethnicity because I sound white as crap. I just sound like I was born here, which I was. I mean, I was born in Ventura, so that's where I was like
California.
Yeah. So
then you moved to Mexico.
Yes. So we lived in Ventura / downtown LA for.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
okay.
For the early Kevin life. So that was like up till I think first grade. First grade or second grade. And then from there we went to Mexico all the way up to 7th grade.
Yeah.
And then 8th grade was when we came back here.
I remember.
Yeah.
That's when we met.
That is when we met. You know how we bonded? Monster Hunter Tri.
You're right,
That was the first similarity.
Oh my god.
That was the first similarity we had.
Oh my god.
And I knew Tino first. And then Tino I think was no. It was Dennis. Dennis is one who introduced me to you.
I miss Dennis, bro.
Yo, I hung out with him. It was a while ago, but it was months ago. Ago. It wasn't too long ago. With him and Adam, and we went to just a taco truck.
What?
And we just ate tacos or burritos.
Dude, I miss that guy.
Dude,
he's such an enigma. Like Josh is an enigma, so is Dennis.
Is he really?
Josh?
I heard it stop. No, Dennis. I didn't know Dennis was.
I haven't talked to him in years. Since high school,
really?
Pretty much. Yeah. I don't know anything about him.
Oh crap, the card is full.
Uh-oh. Oh,
it's fine. It's cool. Oh, keep doing that, dude. I keep smacking the mic. Anyway, so you don't know anything about him, you said?
Yeah, I don't know what he's up to. Well, he just doesn't use social media, so.
Yeah. There's like a certain amount of respect I have for people who don't use social media though. Because those are the people that they don't for a fact they don't give a crap about like the whole social thing.
Yeah.
I mainly have it because I think I do care about what people think of me. I hardly use it though. I don't really post a lot. I only posted a lot on my podcast.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to do something, you know. But in terms of my personal, I don't post too much.
Mine's like an act. Like I'm just gonna act.
Yeah.
On social media. Like
you mainly post on stories. You don't really have.
Yeah.
You don't really have a lot of actual posts.
Okay, let me tell you this. I want to change my Instagram into like a photography /
cool.
/ fashion / architecture kind of thing.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm all into, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe we throw in cooking because I'm about to learn some cooking too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Why not? You know,
I want to do
not?
that. I want to make like a community of this like, how do you say it? Like this? I don't want to say vibe, but this, for lack of a better word,
like this. Not just that one thing, but like where everyone kind of has like this blanket of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this quilt.
This quilt. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the perfect
analogy. This
analogy.
quilt of architecture. Yeah. I don't know, cooking. But it all has to have this certain aesthetic I'm looking for.
Right. You know? They all kind of like, they're all different things from the same source. Like you can tell it's from the same source.
Sure, yeah. They all like kind of match.
Right.
You know, this is just funny. The weirdest thing to me is that ice cream trucks play Christmas music, right?
Sometimes, a lot of the time.
It throws me off so much.
Does
I'm
it?
like, why are they playing Jingle Bells or Silent Night right now?
Because, dude, they carry around the North Pole anywhere they go. That's why.
Damn.
That's why.
You just blew my whole entire life away right now.
You learn something new every day, Niniv.
Wow.
I got the answers.
You got
Ask
me.
me anything. I got the answers.
Oh, okay.
Shoot.
Dude, should we go back to COVID?
Yeah, we should. We
Okay.
should, because we kind of went on a tangent.
This is my fault, bro. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD.
What defines ADHD though? Because I'm feeding into it as well. So do
But
I
it's
have it?
because I have it, probably.
What is ADHD again?
I can't focus on anything.
Is that what it is?
That's like 1%.
Isn't that
of it.
ADD? Attention
Maybe I
deficit
have
disorder. Because I think I do have. I think guys, I believe all guys have some like a level of ADD. Because guys are very interested in things.
Yeah.
So we like that's why you have a lot of hobbies. That's why I have a lot of hobbies. I like to do cameras, podcasts, music, video games.
Damn.
We get distracted a lot.
You do? Dude,
No.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, no,
it's only if I'm doing it as well.
yeah.
If it's only like, hey, you want to do this with me?
You know why? I learned this. No, she doesn't do nothing. I did that for comedic
Was the
effect.
camera on?
Yeah. No, actually, no, it's not.
Okay,
but the
okay.
mic's got it, I think. No, she likes to do calligraphy. She's into calligraphy.
But it's like 1 or 2.
It's not a lot. But
Yeah.
the reason being is because guys are interested in things, women are interested in people. So just like you said, it's only when you do stuff. It's only when you do things that she'll kind of do it as well. It's because she's interested in you as a person, so she's interested in what you're interested in. Not because she's trying to mooch off or trying to, have a thing that it's because she's interested in you.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Crazy.
So what you're interested in, she's going to be kind of interested in as well, to some extent. Like Courtney doesn't like she'll play video games and stuff, but she doesn't freaking game all the time, But like if we're out and like I've wanted to go hiking and stuff recently, and then she's like super on board with that.
Okay.
Music as well. I feel like there's niche things that not everybody can get on board with.
Like my girl sings, like she can sing, and she knows a little bit of the piano.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't you practice piano more?
Yeah.
We can make more music.
Yeah.
I could get your,
How good is she with piano? Like, does she know
good.
like? But she's like pretty solid.
She's familiar with it because she's been trained by someone.
Okay.
But not consistently enough.
Right.
She has some good like pipes,
Yeah, that's sick. But she doesn't find herself practicing or wanting to very often.
No, because she just sings in choir.
So.
I know,
dude.
I want to push her to do that more.
I should make a song and she should be like the lead vocalist.
You got yourself a deal.
Push her, We gotta still hover. Wait. Do it.
It's not even on. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's just us being dumb right now.
We're just giggling like little yabbies. I don't even know what a yabby is.
Dude, okay, COVID.
Bro,
okay, so
we both have ADHD.
Clearly. So like, yes, one, it's scary. Two, my mom. Oh, okay, no. At my mom's work, the cases have gone up like 300 people.
Really?
In like since last week or like the week before, it was only like 250.
What industry does she work? If you're comfortable saying, not the place, but industry.
Medical.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the hospital.
Okay.
In the hospital, the cases like skyrocketed to 300 people.
Yeah.
And that's absurd. And like Stanislaus State is just going off in terms of cases.
Mm-hmm.
They finally closed stuff.
So you're sorry, like to interject, but so your mom works in medical.
Okay.
Because I hear this a lot too.
She works in the cafeteria in the medical.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's still in there.
Yeah.
So does she know how many of those cases are actually COVID? Because
Yeah,
there's a lot of chatter going around that, like, for some reason, a lot of hospitals and stuff are pushing almost anything and calling it COVID. Like, people come in with a flu and they'll say it's COVID.
Damn.
So, like,
I don't know about that.
And there's also, like, because I heard a lot that even deaths, So mainly deaths. So anybody, like almost anybody dies of anything in a hospital, and they're calling it COVID just to get the numbers in that this is all COVID. So I wanted to interject.
I'll ask her
about.
I'll ask her to get some
info.
Get some info for me, because
that's something that I'm always like. My thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I wanted to ask you that too is because I'm super like weirded out.
Do you think it's like not true?
I don't think it's not true. I think it's a thing, and this is what I think. Oh shoot.
What's that?
Crap. It's the outro music.
Yo.
Here, let me pause it real quick. We'll start right now.
Oh, cool.
Okay, just
you
like
paused
that.
the recording.
I just paused the recording.
Whoa.
Yeah. So now we kind of skipped a little bit of time.
Dude, we were in purgatory right there.
We were.
Or we were in the hyperbolic time chamber, like in Dragon Ball Z.
Hyperbolic time chamber. Dragon Ball Z. Oh my gosh. There's something on my elbow. Sorry. What were we talking about?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is where I
was asking you if
I think it's a hoax or
yes.
So I don't think it's a hoax. My whole stance with like the COVID-19 thing is, I know it's a thing,
mm-hmm.
but I just don't know exactly the nature of it and how bad it is. Because honestly, I literally, and it's probably a problem, but I don't trust any information out there at all.
You shouldn't.
At all. Like, but it's like a problem because like I don't trust any of it. So like I'm almost like in the realm of conspiracy theory. Not saying that I'm saying I almost think like a conspiracy theorist that I don't trust anything anymore.
Yeah.
Because every news outlet I ever see, they're always super biased. Well, this was established before the whole COVID thing with like politics and stuff. Like any outlet, any whatever, Fox or what are the CBS? I don't know.
To touch on that,
can't.
Do you know about ICE and like the immigration thing?
The immigration
That's
stuff.
not on the news. I was telling my grandpa like, hey, did you know about this? And he's like, what's that?
How is it not? But I've heard about it on the news before.
They rarely
cover it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's such a bad thing. Really, most of my, I know this sucks because it's like don't trust anything on the internet.
Right.
But most of my knowledge comes from people and their live first-hand accounts.
Okay.
That's the word I was looking for. First-hand accounts of this news. Like that's where I'm getting my news from. For example, Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk about that later if you wanted.
Yeah.
There's a lot I have on Twitter on that.
Yeah.
And zero of it is getting covered on the news, and it's crazy.
That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. So like the important stuff that should be covered isn't being covered, and it's like the trivial things that heighten the messages of whatever outlet wants to hide. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's being covered, and I hate that.
Yeah.
But so that's where I am with COVID. It's just like I don't know. My buddy was telling me, I'm not gonna say who because it kind of sounds evil, but he was saying is like, dude, honestly, I think we're just all gonna get it eventually. Like we should.
It's true though.
And it's like it is true.
It's freaking true. Because like
part of me wants to just get it already.
But why?
Part of me wants, because honestly, as weird as it sounds, I'm like at a state where it's like, well, whatever, let me get it, and then let's see if I come out fine. You know, like because it's just kind of a thing of like it's a virus, so it's always gonna be in the air, and it's always gonna mutate because that's the nature of viruses. They're trying to find a vaccine, which isn't going too great.
You know what I heard? That they found a vaccine and they were trying to sell it.
Really?
This was back in like March, like when it was first coming out. I heard that there was a vaccine, but Trump wanted to monetize it.
Really?
I didn't look any further into it. I was like, that's crazy. How could someone do that?
That's my problem with a lot of things too, is like I don't look further into stuff, so I don't talk about a lot of things because I know I don't have a lot of information. I haven't done a lot of my research.
It's tough to talk about it, you know.
And but the other problem I have with that is again the outlets. Everything I look up online, I'm like, crap, I'm looking at this online. Like I don't know if this is true, you know?
There are some,
I don't know, man.
Some news sources are always reliable.
Yeah.
And some are just like, this is all fake.
Yeah.
This is all BS.
It's so hard to filter though. It's so because as soon as I catch a whiff, a whiff of bias.
Mm-hmm.
A whiff of siding one way or another, whether it's like strongly siding to a side that I personally agree with, say. Yeah. But as soon as I get that whiff, I don't trust it. I don't. Even because as soon as it goes strongly against what I believe in, and I'll try to be as subjective as possible. I like to do that. It's just like I just completely
subjective.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So like I completely remove myself from anything and just look at what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, objective.
So, objective. Sorry.
Yeah. I was subjective. You completely.
No. It's not subjective. Objective.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Okay.
So I completely remove myself from it, right? For whatever, and then I just look at the story or whatever, great. And then as I'm reading it, I'm like, they're loading it a lot on this side, and then I'm like, crap, I can't trust it. And then even on the side that I personally agree with on a particular situation, right? And I'm like, crap, they're loading it on my side. They're not talking about any of the other side. I can't trust this. That's how I am, and that's where my problems lie. And I feel like I'm too critical. I'm almost paranoid. That as soon as like my heightened paranoia, maybe something isn't leaning on any side, but I feel like it is, and then I get nervous.
I think you're like.
Oh, that was your phone. Sorry, I was about
it was.
I was about to look at your phone. Is that Discord?
Yeah, I think so. That's smart. Okay, that's a very smart way to look at things, I feel like. However, maybe you're sabotaging yourself in some cases.
I feel like I am.
So maybe instead of reading a biased source on one side, read that biased source, and then read the other side, and then make your conclusion.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Okay,
I'll read both sides, and then I'll try to piece it together.
Okay.
But even that's really hard because even when you have the two biases, you still don't have that. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's other information that was never brought up in either point. You know,
like you got the Venn diagram.
Yes.
But you don't have the middle part.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what it feels like. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like So or it's like the Venn diagram, and then we have where those two overlap, and then we have like the just objective truth, and then I can never find that.
Yeah.
You know, we never land here.
That's
anyway. But yeah, it sucks. But I feel, and then I don't know if you saw on Facebook, but I asked a question when the whole Black Lives Matter going to that thing.
Remind me because I don't have Facebook.
Oh right, okay. So I asked a question because I was doing research because I was getting very irritated.
Really quick.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I just want to say one of my cousins has COVID.
Okay.
And he got it from working with his girlfriend's dad. They're in like the automotive sales business. Okay. So they're coming into contact with a lot of people.
Yeah.
He said he had like shortness of breath, sore throat, he was coughing.
The whole 9 yards.
He felt like garbage. Yeah. And then I know 2 other people that have it in a different area. And then I know like 4 people who got it because they went swimming together. And then I know this people. And then so many people have it. Yeah. But also you raised a really good point. Like, is it just the flu? Is it just a cold?
Right.
You know, like, I don't know.
But at the same time, if it's still symptoms, the flu doesn't have like the dry and the short. Because I hear it's a very peculiar feeling, the whole shortness of breath thing.
I heard diarrhea is one of them too now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Yeah. I'm screwed.
You heard it too? I don't know. I ate a taco truck the other day.
Yeah, I had chicken tacos the other night. But
from where? You made them?
No. Yeah, actually, Courtney made them.
Nice.
They every time, I always get diarrhea and heartburn the next day.
Really?
It sucks, but it's worth it because the food is delicious, dude. I know
kombucha.
It's gonna have kombucha. Yeah. I've thought about that.
It's nasty. That. Okay, it's gross.
It's like bacterial colonies.
Yes. Yeah. Mix some orange juice or some pomegranate juice in there. Just to get that funk taste out of it, you know?
Yeah. Does it taste funky?
It does.
It's like, it tastes wrong, right? It tastes like you're not supposed to be ingesting this.
For sure.
That's so weird. Every time I see those products, I wonder, who's the one person who saw of like rotting, like fungal colony and saw juice?
Have you seen Cody Co?
Yeah,
okay,
dude, I love it, dude. They went to the kombucha layer.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That guy's crazy, by the way.
GT
Dave.
GT Dave.
He's like the most pristine specimen on this planet.
Everything. They're talking about like the freaking chairs are bolted onto the floor like it's not supposed to move. But they talked about too how the people who made that documentary or whatever kind of purposely tried to put that narrative that he was kind of creepy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And then that he was talking, was like,
weirdo.
He didn't seem kind of weird when he was talking to Cody and Noel.
Yeah, after that. Like, after he kind of broke out of his shell, he was like a normal guy.
Exactly. So I was like, I kind of respect the guy now. I'll try some kombucha. You know?
Oh, that's the only brand I drink. I advocate that
GT
brand
Dave?
because it's the best.
Is it? It's got the least funk?
No, it has the most funk. You need the funk.
You need the funk.
You need the funk, bro. You know, Tenacious D, the metal. They should have changed it to the funk, bro.
The funk. They gotta just make a new one, dude.
You're right. We should.
What is it called? Jablitsky
Gaming.
Jablinski Gaming. Jablinski Gaming.
Fucking Jack Black.
You just got a freaking nice one.
Sorry.
How dare you? Get out of my house.
That was the first curse of the whole thing.
Dang, the whole freaking hour and 15.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
BLM. You said you were doing research.
I was. So
on Facebook.
That's true. So I was doing research, and the reason why is because I got really irritated because I was on Instagram and I kept scrolling past people I knew that were going to the protests.
Okay.
And that it was just so blatantly like they were just trying to take pictures for Instagram.
Oh, I hate that.
I was getting so irritated. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to talk about it in the podcast, which I eventually did.
Please share me these names afterwards.
I will.
I can unfollow them if I'm following.
Yeah. Well, there was mainly one person who I will get into right now, and he unfollowed me as soon as he tried to. Well, anyway, I'll go into the story right now.
Tell me the story. Okay.
But anyway, I wanted to talk about this in the podcast, but like I said, I don't like to talk about. I don't say things that I don't really believe in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I don't believe in it, I'm not going to talk about it, and I'm not going to say I believe or I
Respectable.
That's partly why I kind of am inactive from the church, the Mormon church. I don't know if I told you that. I think
noticed.
I have.
And we did talk about this.
Yeah, I think we did. So I haven't gone to church, because I just don't.
About your mission and all
exactly,
that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe in it, so I'm not going to lie to people. I'm not going to say things that I don't believe in, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to talk about this on the podcast because it was kind of affecting everybody,
Okay.
In a sense of our freaking, like, what was going on, who's blaming who's supposed to take responsibility, businesses, protests that are turning into riots because of opportunists joining, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. So I was like, it's affecting everybody. I want to talk about it. I got to do my research. I'm very bad at doing research because, like I said, I don't trust anything. But I was like, I'm going to do my research. Okay. And I'm going to figure this out. Okay. So the first question I had was, I was like, okay, so what are the protests? What's the goal of the protests, right? I wanted to know what the goal was.
Is it awareness?
And that's my thing. It's like, I didn't know. I had, like, was it awareness? Was it a call to for police reform? Like, what is it exactly?
I think it's everything in one.
But that's where I see that there's a problem. So and I'll get to why. Right.
Okay.
So I wanted to know, but I wanted to know. I wasn't trying to say this to go against anything, go against BLM or go completely for it. I wanted to know what was going on. So then I did research, and I was like, first I thought it's probably because that douchebag Chauvin wasn't arrested yet or whatever, or sent to jail.
Yeah.
Like, he was still free. That's what I thought in the beginning. I was like, maybe he hasn't been. So then I looked it up, but apparently at that time, he had already been arrested and charged with third-degree murder, which was later then they changed it to second-degree murder, but then they convicted everybody else as well, who was all the other officers who were with him.
One of them got out on bail.
One of them did get out on bail. Who?
The darker-skinned one.
Really?
Bald.
Okay. Yeah, I remember the face. Because I looked at all their pictures and I was like,
yeah, it wasn't the Asian one. It wasn't the two white guys. It was the other guy.
It was the other guy. I mean, I haven't done a lot of research since, so I wouldn't know, but I'll look into that. Do you know why or not really?
They just bought him out. Like someone posted bail. Is that what it's called when they pay for them?
Okay, so somebody just bought him out. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, there's that. So and again, I was like, okay, he was arrested, but I still don't really know a lot about the whole judicial system and how they're arrested, but maybe that's not you know what I'm saying? Like maybe there's another step or whatever. So then I posed the question because I couldn't find any answers online.
What
obviously.
was the question?
The question was, what is the purpose? I want to know what's the reason, not even purpose. I tried to be, I was like, I had to be very careful with my wording because I didn't want it to sound like I was going like kind of mocking, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why are we even protesting?
I feel that, yeah.
You know, I was saying...
Did someone attack you like that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
and
God.
very blatant and whatever. So I posed the question. I can even probably pull it up.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I downloaded Facebook again. I only have Instagram. Sorry.
You deleted after the rage.
I deleted after... No, not after that, honestly. I still had it, but... After a while, I just kept seeing... I'll get into that after this, too. Okay. Sorry, there's like a lot.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So I asked the question. I was like, what's the reason? Like, what is... Like,
what are we fighting for?
What are we fighting for? Yeah. Exactly. Like, what is the desired outcome? That's what I asked. I was like, what's the reason for the protest?
Okay.
What is the ultimate, outcome that we want to happen? Some people were just kind of tossing in like comments to kind of jokingly, I was like, yeah, cool, that's funny, and then, but nobody really gave me an answer. No one. And then one person, I'll tell you his name later, because I think it's kind of petty to shout him out. Which,
no, tell me later.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. Yeah. But let's just call him Dave. GT Dave.
Okay. GT Dave sues you for
GT Dave freaking sues me for defamation or whatever, defacing his brand.
Oh.
We'll just call him Dave. Okay. This dude named Dave gets on. I'm getting heated up just thinking about this too, because it was
Drink some water. And then tell me what Dave said.
I need some kombucha is what I need.
You wouldn't be able to do that with kombucha.
No?
You just gotta like down it.
Is it like syrupy kind
of? No, it's like a soda.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, because syrupy, no thanks. Anyway.
Ugh, that would be nasty. Sorry, continue.
But he said something along the lines of, it's to express opposition of the status quo.
Okay.
That it's
he gave you kind of a real answer.
He did, but that's still, I still wanted. Okay, so that is kind of a real answer, but it was still just it felt like an echo. He was kind of just saying
an
whatever
of an answer.
Yes, because what's the status quo then? Because I like to dig deep. I need to have...
Oh, this is a long talk.
This is a long talk.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to dig deep. So he said status quo, but I understand. So I want to dig deep, but I get what he was saying because I know what I understand what the status quo is. I know what it means. I know what it's representing in this situation. What the status quo is.
Yeah.
And he was saying that it's never okay for African American citizens to get murdered by police officers who are, violent in nature, like unnecessary. I forgot the phraseology he used. I might be doing him a solid here and saying specifics like that. But then he went to proceed to say that I will never feel that way because I'm white and I'm part of the problem, and that like and then he went on to say also that I'm okay with it. He says you're okay with the violence and you're okay with people getting killed.
Okay, so now he's talking in your mouth.
And he's saying things that I never he's putting words in my mouth.
Talking out of your mouth. Yeah.
Yes, he's putting words in my mouth and I'm not okay with that at all. I was like, and then I told him, I replied and I was heated when I read that, but I was like, calm down. Let's reply in an objective manner, right? Okay. So now I was like, first off, calm down because you're obviously agitated, right?
Yeah.
And then I just proceeded to say, like, dude, I don't think I've ever said that or agreed with that.
You refuted everything you said.
Basically, and then I think I asked, like, well, what is the status quo exactly? Can you like explain it? I forget what I said.
Okay.
Exactly, but it was along the lines of like, dude, calm down. This is what I said. I'm literally confused because I was literally confused. I wanted to know answers.
Like, why is this guy yelling at me?
Yeah, because like if you don't know things, you gotta go figure it out.
It's so annoying that they're like, figure it out yourself. They'll like talk. Excuse me.
Yeah.
They'll talk crap to you, and then they'll be like, go figure it out yourself.
Exactly. And then
it's so annoying. Just tell them the problem.
Yeah, it's like don't go after me like that. If I'm just asking questions, I wasn't on any side. I was asking questions to try to figure out, because I care enough about the situation, right? To try to educate myself and figure out exactly what's going on so I can put, things on the table, which I do have some theories that I actually posed to him right then and there as well, about why I believe police brutality is the problem it is today.
Why do you think so?
Well, first.
Well, do you want to finish the story first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
We'll chronologically tackle this, but so first I said calm down. I'm just asking questions, whatever. And then he was like, he then got really sarcastic. He was like, oh yeah, maybe I should calm down. People are just dying about it, but maybe I should calm down. And then I was like, dude, first off, it's like, no, you don't have to. Or I forgot what he said, but he said some phraseology. You know what? I'm logging in.
Okay, I'm
logging in, and we're gonna talk about this because I want to get the words right. You know what I'm saying? I want to get the words right.
So,
because I feel like that's important. I'm very particular about the way I say the things I say. Because I mean it.
The list of things I brought up earlier versus what you're saying now.
I know, huh? Shoot, dude. Shoot. There's different sides to every person, man.
Yeah,
everybody
definitely.
has so many. There's so much in everybody. Anyway, let me try to find it.
I guess I would like to know your stand as well.
Yeah, and I'll let you know my stand too. So there's 32 comments. This is the question I asked. What exactly is the goal for these protests? What is a desired outcome?
That doesn't sound...
I try to be as objective as possible.
That doesn't sound like...
Right, very neutral.
Anyone.
Right, very neutral. I was curious. I wanted to see what people on Facebook had to say about it, which was an accident. I probably shouldn't have done that. And there's the name.
That's the one?
Yep.
Oh my God.
You know what? I knew he was going to come at me. I knew if anybody was going to come at me, it was going to be him.
First of all,
click it.
Okay.
So he says this. Let me read it for the people on the podcast.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So he said this: the goal of a protest. So he's just saying of a protest. He's not saying of the protests, because I know what a goal of a protest is. The goal of a protest is to express objection to the status quo. It's to demonstrate that it is not normal and never acceptable for unarmed African Americans to be slaughtered by the hands of those who are supposed to protect us. I agree. You'll probably never know what it feels like because of the color of your skin. You're a part of the problem, which is that part of America which accepts complacency and thinks that we're just complainers or thugs, when in reality African Americans have it far worse in our country than any other people.
Okay.
Then he says very, very clearly, like not putting any metaphors or anything, just straight up saying, you're okay with armed protesters showing up to the state capitol arguing against the stay-at-home orders, but not okay with people peacefully protesting over the death of an unarmed black man. Boy, I do not think you learned anything in history whatsoever. That's his comment to me. For a question. I asked a question. And this was before any replying to him. I was just straight up that question. And then I went to say this. I was like, whoa, dude. I'm honestly just confused and wanted some clarification. Of course, I don't know everything like everyone else. So I did my own research and tried to get educated on the matter. And I wanted to see what my friends on Facebook had to say to educate me as well, because I was literally just looking for answers, different perspectives. I don't trust news outlets, people.
What's this guy's problem?
Dude, I'll tell you what his problem is, because this is not the first time he's done something like this. Not to me. This is the first time he's done it to me, but I could tell the person he kind of is, because I've heard about stuff he did in high school too, honestly. But anyway, that's
off the air.
Yeah. But anyway, I said, I just want to get inputs. And I said, however, I'm not really surprised that you would come at me like this, because I said, I did not know that I was going to get input like this. However, I'm really not surprised. But I don't think it's healthy for anyone to outright antagonize anyone with questions. No one gets anywhere like that. That's what I said, because I believe that.
You're being the most respectful person I've ever met.
Yeah, there was so much I wanted to say. But anyway. And he said, sorry for being harsh. People have literally been dying over this. But you're right. I need to be more considerate. And I'm like, okay.
What'd you say after that?
I'm like, calm down still, right? I'm just trying to stay calm. And I said, but let me think first. And I did get a little snippy here. I will admit. I said, let me think about the first thing you said before you denounced my input just because of the color of my skin, because he did. And I said, I don't think I know, I don't know anyone who believes that, because he said that I'm okay with that group of people who believes that, like the whole, it's okay for unarmed African Americans to be slaughtered, that we don't care, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know anyone who literally doesn't care. You know, everyone I've ever talked to, especially with this George Floyd incident.
I know a lot.
Do you?
A lot.
How though?
Most Assyrians are racist, like
really?
Inherently racist.
I don't see it because none of the people I know. But then again, I think I don't really know a lot of people either.
Oh,
probably not.
That's probably for the best, dude.
Probably, but like personally, I was trying to think like, do I know anyone who's literally like racist that I know of? And the only person I knew that I didn't really know was one guy in high school that I didn't know got in a fight with a black dude because he was black. That's the only reason. He just punched him because he was black. What?
Was the guy in high school our year?
We were, I think we were freshmen when it happened.
Oh, he was older than that?
Yeah, he was a sophomore, I think.
Whoa.
But anyway.
So many names are coming in.
Really?
Maybe.
So many names. Your eyes just open. Whoa, I got so many.
All of Turlock is freaking racist.
Is it?
A lot of it.
That's crazy.
And a lot of them are like the type that would be against wearing masks as well. Who feel attacked by wearing masks.
That's stupid, man. Just freaking wear a mask, dog.
And like,
who gives?
I don't want to be. Look, okay, the definition of racism is you have to be oppressed. White people aren't oppressed. But I think you can still be prejudiced towards white people.
Well,
so that's not my main point. I don't want to come off as prejudiced towards white people.
Right.
But I've noticed they are mainly the ones who feel like they're
entitled.
They're okay, sure, that's a good word.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, you're right. Because they do feel like they're entitled. But I'm saying they feel attacked by being forced to wear a mask.
Right.
Or they feel oppressed by wearing a mask.
Like their rights are being violated in a sense. Because that's their whole thing. Because I know a lot of people like that too.
And a lot of Turlock is like that.
And I'm not surprised by that either. Like, I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised. But it's when you say that.
Oh, most of the population is white people there too.
So,
but yeah,
that's.
Ugh.
But this is where I find my problem with like taking stances too. This is why I don't take stances. I don't join any kind of group. Mm-hmm. I'm just me, and I just make my own conclusions, right?
Yeah.
Is because I understand, or not understand. I shouldn't say that. I believe that a lot of, actually most, in my opinion, most things in anybody's problems, say the oppression that, African Americans are having in America, Turlock people feeling of, sorry, I can like spit like
I
shotgun.
Didn't even know.
Turlock. But Turlock people being offended about wearing masks or feeling like their rights. I feel like it all comes down to psychology. It literally the mind is a weird thing, man.
It is.
There's a lot of layers to things. One overarching problem that you might believe is like the problem and you're up against, you might not even know that there's actually a lot of other layers that are bugging you, but this is taking your mind right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, that's one of my problems I have with joining groups or like causes, is because they have one problem, but it's like, dude, there's a lot of layers. You know what I'm saying? It's very complicated stuff that needs to be talked about.
Do you know what their main goal is? Back to
BLM?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I have a few points that I think I know what it's about.
Because I know that I saw somewhere that the site has their call to action or their goal, the BLM site. I didn't read it. I didn't honestly, but
let me just look at it.
I don't know what their goal is, so I'm not going to talk for it. But what I believe, what I would like to believe that their goal is for police reform for sure. You can't find it.
It takes me to the Bureau of Land Management.
Yeah. My coworkers are talking about that today. That BLM used to stand for that, but then Black Lives Matter became a group, and now it's like this this weird, like, you look up and then you get land management. Bureau of Land Management.
What are the odds?
What are the
Google
odds?
is racist, bro.
Google is racist, dog. Oh my gosh. But while you find that, let me just try to like go back to like this whole thing, right? So we were talking about, Turlock people not wearing masks. I think that's stupid. People should just freaking put on a mask. Who gives a crap?
I need to send you some Twitter videos of like white people having meltdowns because they're
on
like
stores because they
have you seen?
I've seen.
It's so funny.
I've seen Karen videos actually.
It's all Karens.
It's a lot of Karens, dude. It's a lot of Karens.
You know, it's funny. The Karens have turned from that type of person to a racist thing.
Really?
Yeah, like if you're a Karen, you're a racist now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's evolved into that.
There was a video of this lady who was like screaming and pretending like she was getting hurt by this black guy. And everyone came around and the guy's just standing there like, why is this lady yelling? And then she's like covering her face and her license plate so they couldn't find her and fire her from every job she works at. Yeah. Like, that's crazy.
But see, that's the thing. This is one thing why I talk about layers, right? First off, there's just people that are just outright stupid. Like, never underestimate the potential for stupidity that the human race has. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Some people are just dumb,
yeah.
Right? There's that. But it's like, yeah, if she were to not do that, right? She was gonna get fired. Her whole livelihood would probably have been like changed or gone out the window, right?
But that's insane. Like, why do we let
why do you let people do that first? But then you have to think, why is that person doing that? They must know. She knows because she's doing that because she knows what would happen if they figured out.
So it's like, you're being racist.
It's almost like a crime. It's like they're committing a crime.
Yeah.
Like they're wearing a mask. Like a burglar goes into a thrift shop to steal their money. He's wearing a mask so they don't catch him. She's committing a crime too. She's a criminal. In a sense.
But in the way, her crime is just being racist. And it's like, if people find out I'm racist, my life is over. And that's what sucks.
There's one thing. Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird mentality to have.
Mm-hmm.
But
it is true because their lives will be over. Like, people will will contact their company
and they're
like,
done.
Yeah,
they're done. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I am for.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, good.
Me too, because they're freaking. They have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They have a problem. Well, I also think it depends on the job. If they're in a job that their actions, their racist behavior is going to affect,
yes,
they gotta go.
Yeah.
But if they're working like a different job where they don't see the race at all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if they were a programmer who just did the program, then maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to kill the person. By killing, I'm going drastic. We don't want to destroy their livelihood, Yeah. But if they are in a position, they got to go. Yeah. Or get extremely demoted to mopping the floors. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, I think. There's a lot of layers, like I said, that I think.
So, what do I think is the motive?
Yeah.
I know they want to defund the police.
Okay.
And by that, I mean not strip them of all their funding, but fund them less. And move that funding towards things that matter, albeit healthcare, school stuff, like more money for schools, things that matter for like the growth of our nation. We don't need all this money poured into the police.
How much money is poured into the
police? Oh, a big chunk of.
Is it?
Not a big chunk. Like, a lot of our money goes to the military.
Yeah.
And then a lot of it goes to the police. Not a lot of it goes to
schools,
to what matters.
And
another thing is mainly they want it to help like poorer communities. So, for example, this is like a historical thing. Like, I think the number they're all putting out is 400 years ago, when like this all started, like slavery and everything. And when they became, quote unquote, free from slavery, they were allowed to buy houses, but they're allowed to buy houses in sections that are trash.
Right.
And there's a term for that. I forget it. I think it might be redlining.
Oh, is that?
Maybe.
I've heard of that term before, so it might be.
But that's also when you drive your car and you.
Yeah. But I've also heard it.
Okay.
In this
then
context,
I'm on point.
So you're probably right. You're probably right.
Okay, so let's assume that's the word. So like that, like, you know, it's like all the like think
that established the situations that they're at today.
Exactly,
right.
dude. It's like think when you're getting picked for kickball, and then all the good players are already picked, and then you got all the fat kids in the left over, and they're like, oh, you're on this team alone,
right.
Or not kickball, you know.
Right, I see what you're saying.
You know, yeah. So it's like all the good choices are picked. You get the garbage choices, leftovers.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. They want to take the money from there and put it into rebuilding building better schools.
Yeah.
I don't think there's more to it. I need to read that whole thing I just looked at because I haven't read that.
Right.
But what I'm seeing from Twitter mainly and what people are talking about,
I see those as positives. What I do have...
let me say this. Okay. Maybe you'll bring it up. Did you hear about the owner of BET?
BET?
Yeah, Black Entertainment Television.
No, I've never heard of that.
He's... Or maybe it's a woman. I don't know what. But it's not even a black guy. It's this white guy. And he's like...
Let me close the door. He just looked at you. And he started growling.
I was like, is that a car starting?
Oh, shoot. You know what? Everyone can see you.
Oh, that's okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Anyway. They want to get paid reparations.
Okay.
Or revisions for slavery.
Yeah.
Because there's like an Excel sheet that's been going around. It's like all races that have been oppressed. You know, the Jewish people, Japanese, Native Americans. They've all been compensated, except slavery.
Oh, they have been compensated.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't talk about things. Because I don't know any of this, right? I didn't do my own research.
I can't find the picture right now. It's buried in messages, but I'll send it to you.
But except the black community.
Except slaves, except black slaves.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, everyone's problem with that is taxpayers who are alive right now. They're saying people who never owned slaves have to pay taxes for people who never were slaves. That's the biggest problem with that.
Right.
So my solution to that, were you going to bring that up?
I don't think I was,
cool,
but I'm interested.
But hey, all right, this is a problem.
But I'm interested.
And my solution to that is, how about we still tax those people, or just tax everyone and then put that money don't put it into their pockets, but into building their communities up. You know?
Right. I see what you're saying.
I don't know.
So use it
I'm running
to
for
not
president.
Give them money in their wallet, but to try to do other fundamental things to bring them up.
To build their lineages and make them sustainable.
I see what you're saying.
Because I read another thing. It gave me, look, I just got chills thinking about it because it was pretty interesting. So this guy who is like the 17th, I think I'm making a number up, but the 17th generation of Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
And they put their they split their faces, and the guy looks exactly the same as Abraham Lincoln, bro. It's pretty cool. And then this black girl replied to it and said, "You know what's crazy? I can't do this because their generations were cut off when they were taken here." You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Wait. Say that again. Say it. Sorry, I lost you.
Okay, so this guy, he's a white guy. It's dumb. Right. It's Abraham Lincoln.
It looks like Abraham Lincoln.
He can trace back his ancestry to Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
But my black friend Derek can't trace his ancestry back to wherever, you know.
To however much generations back.
To the same amount of generations as Abe Lincoln.
Oh, because he was that.
I'm just saying individual. Him, for example.
Okay,
but black people whose families were slaves.
Yeah.
That's
it. Their genealogy cuts off right there.
You know, and that's kind of sad. And I feel for that because that's what happened with me. Like my grandpa is the last person I know, because it was during the war in the 1960s, 40s.
World War II?
He was born 1940, so like 50. Yeah, World War II.
Okay, yeah, I mean, World War II ended in 45.
Okay. It was like in...
It was, yeah.
So,
it was probably, right there.
So they had to leave.
Or D-Day was in 45. Sorry, I think the war carried on for, I think, a year or two after. But I think it was already downhill after that. Sorry.
I have no idea.
Sorry.
I honestly have no idea. But yeah, so like he doesn't even know his birthday because his birth certificate was burned. So his birthday and my grandma's birthday and a lot of grandparents who are Assyrian, July 1st.
Really?
Everyone's birthday is July 1st. It's kind of sad.
That is kind of sad. What is it?
We didn't say happy birthday. But it's not even his. I have to go tell him. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Freaking reminded you here, dog.
No,
you gotta go.
I just gotta go. But shoot. Yeah, like that's why I felt that because like I can't trace my ancestry back. It stops at my grandpa or pictures of his mom.
Right.
Because I don't know what his dad looks like.
So, okay. So you threw a lot there.
I threw a lot there.
You threw a lot.
That reparations thing, or. I feel like that ties into the BET thing and defunding the police. Any taxes should go to building up communities.
Rebuilding, yeah.
And also, it doesn't even have to be black communities. It could be all communities.
Right.
With maybe a focus on the cheap.
Right.
Cheap. With the focus on the poorest ones. You know?
The cheapest ones.
That's what I think.
I get you. I see what you're saying.
What do you think about that?
So, dang, there's a couple things I think about that. So first, one of the first points you put out was that whole redlining situation.
Okay.
Where, because of them just getting the scraps of land that was available to buy homes and such, that people are seeing the effects of that today. I agree with that being a concept in terms of like, that is a very good explanation as to why a lot of black communities are in the conditions that they are, right?
Do you know what Jim Crow laws are?
Yeah.
That's also a part of it too.
Yeah.
See, I don't know history that well.
Me neither. I know the Jim Crow laws and I know the part that they took, but I don't know like exactly what, what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. And it's like all of these things that happened that led up to this.
Yeah, the Jim Crow laws were the evil laws.
For real.
Evil laws. Yeah,
definitely.
When were those?
I don't know.
Eliminated. Right.
No freaking idea, bro. I didn't pay attention in history.
Yeah, me either. And he pointed it out too. I didn't. He was right there, man. No, but okay. So on that note,
they also didn't really teach it, but yeah.
They didn't really, did they? No. It's just I think it just depends on the teacher at that point. But on that point, I get that. The only thing I think I understand that, but I don't think that that's necessarily not a problem, but I don't think that's necessary because my thing is okay. So
necessarily why?
Necessarily what? Why?
Necessarily what?
Like why do they stay there is my thing.
Oh.
Because this is so. Let me do some explaining as to because I don't have the phraseology to say that.
I got you.
In a what I'm saying because that seems very harsh.
No, I understand.
But like for me, for example, I don't want to like compare myself to anybody, but like growing up, my family, my immediate family, my brothers and my mom, we were actually pretty poor. Like living in Mexico, we weren't like living on the streets poor, but there were some times that we were pretty close. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to get too in depth with that, right? But like
my family's been there too.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've been in those like hard times, right? My mom, single mom at the time in Mexico, raising 3 kids. It was tough, right? It was hard situations, but we made do, right? And my mom, being the trooper that she was, like worked, did what she needed to do, slowly started going up, moving play. You know what I'm saying? Slowly. But we made it. And now look like where my family is now, right? You know what I'm saying? That's just one lifetime, basically. So I understand that, yes, those communities might have been established because of the after effects of the redlining situation and the Jim Crow laws. But why do we stay there? You know what I'm saying? Because in my history with my family growing up, we kind of, I didn't do crap. My mom did everything, right? My mom figured out or worked just to get up, you know? And then got her citizenship and then came here.
Can I make an observation?
Yes.
When I was little, because I've lived in Ceres my whole life. So the Walmart here, I probably saw one black worker my whole life up until like 2010 to 15.
Really?
When it became a big deal. You know?
Yeah.
When it was like the height of social media and everyone heard everything. And it was like you can really like ruin a company. It was just this really old lady who sits out the front and puts stickers on your hand.
Yeah,
you
remember her.
That's the only black person I've ever seen work there. But now I see a lot more. So does that kind of answer it? You know what I mean?
Yes. But like my thing is why didn't, and this is probably again a thing of just because I understand when he said that I will never feel that because of the color of my skin.
I have to touch on that too.
I get that too.
Because I'm in the same boat as you.
Yeah, because of course, like, because part of me is what I wanted to reply to that, right? Was like, but why? Was it necessarily because of these movements? Why wasn't there any other, you know? But then, you know, I don't know if they discriminated against black people. I'm not black and I didn't apply to Walmart and they didn't reject me, so I didn't have that experience, right? And I didn't know anybody who had that experience. And that's my problem, is like, I didn't know anybody who had experiences like that. Or even if they did, they didn't talk to me about it because, you know, probably, you know, it doesn't come up every day, that conversation, right? So, but like, was it necessarily a situation of because the management was in a sense racist, or
maybe,
you know,
maybe,
or maybe did the movement encourage people, you know, African American, black people to like actually do, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the movement did encourage them to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm going for it.
Okay. But is it okay to think that they were all just sitting on their asses before?
No.
So it's like, I don't know.
But that's the thing, is
I don't know how to answer
but
the
that's
question,
still,
you know?
it's not okay, but it's still in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, okay.
Not necessarily like they're just don't want to do anything, but they might have felt uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And then these situations or this movement came up. It became a conversation of popular parlance, and now they want to start doing stuff because they're like, you know what? I shouldn't feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Maybe they would have gotten it in the beginning, but they just felt uncomfortable because of the way the situation kind of was. In Mexico, you don't see racism. At least I didn't. And this is a funny thing because, in a sense, he said I never felt that way because of the color of my skin. But I did feel now thinking back, I was very, very much so singled out because of the color of my skin. I was the only...
In Mexico?
Yes, me and my brother were the only white-looking dudes in our schools the entire time. And guess what? Stores, when we would walk into stores, they would jack up the price when we would walk in. The price tag didn't matter. We had to act very Mexican for them to not charge us more than what it was really worth. We got called names, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? We didn't care. And that's my other thing, is like the name calling, right? The name calling. They call us gringos. They call us... and usually it was like in a playful way. Sometimes it wasn't in a playful way. I know one time, I don't know if I was going to, but I thought at the time that I was about to get kidnapped because somebody was following me throughout the block and I had to bolt, like turn a corner and like lose him. I don't know if he was really after me. I was very paranoid at the time too because there was multiple stories of tourists getting kidnapped for ransom from the cartel and all that. You know what I'm saying? So the name calling, that's a different thing.
That's a whole thing too.
That's a whole thing. So
sorry you went through that.
No, it's okay, man. So like there was a name calling, but I didn't care, and racism wasn't even in my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. It's probably because I was a kid too, and I was too naive. But that's another thing I have questions about. Is like, why are people like so afraid of being called something based on their race?
Is gringo a slur?
It can be. Because the gringo, what if do you know what gringo actually means?
That's what I'm asking.
It's in English actually. Green go. So American soldiers used to wear green, and when Mexicans didn't like American soldiers, so they'll tell them green go, get out of here,
Whoa.
get out of our country, green go. So sometimes they would say it,
and then they changed the spelling.
I think so. I think I think it just the lingo, it happened. It just changed spelling.
Whoa,
but that's where it originated. It was green because you didn't know English, and Mexicans didn't know English, but they knew what green meant, and they figured out what go means. So they said green go, get out of here. So so I did see a lot of that. It didn't affect me. I don't think it did. And that's where I have another question. I was like, why do we have this affect people if it's just words, if it did prevent me, and then again, I didn't apply to any jobs because I was too young. I didn't see that side of maybe the stuff I was gonna face. But there was a lot of things that I did get singled out for because of how I looked, being paranoid. But in a sense, okay, I don't want to make light of things, right? Mm-hmm. So things I do acknowledge that there's a problem, right? I acknowledge it. But I don't think it's such a serious problem that people are saying, just based on my experiences and what I observed. And even thinking back, like sometimes I think back, I'm like, wow, that was weird. Like thinking back on situations. Like, for example, let me tackle police brutality, right? I do think that there needs to be a reform. And I was going to say this too, the reasons, right? I was going to say why I believe police brutality happens. And, I think, and I pose these questions, and this is the reason why I hate people like him. Mm-hmm. I don't use that word all the time.
He took one thing you said and
he took
made
one
it a
thing,
big deal.
And the problem is he didn't put anything on the table to solve a problem. Mm-hmm. He was looking to get moral high ground, and I've seen him do this multiple times. That's why I was not surprised with multiple different things, not just particularly this thing.
Seen it too.
Yes. So he does this all the time. He wants to take a moral high ground.
I actually unfollowed him a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, I wanted to have a conversation with him, but as soon as he said that last comment, he unfollowed me. And then I posed things on the table that I believed could be the reason for, because I was trying to be as objective as I could. He was attacking me, but I was kind of like, chill, let's talk, right? Mm-hmm. So what I said, I believe, is like, for example, the Stanford, was it Stanford? Or Cambridge, whatever, the prison experiments. Have you heard about that one? Where they got random people to be part of this social experiment.
To be a cop?
To be guards, or prison guards. Yes. Some of them were prisoners, some of them were prison guards. And the prison guards got a little too into their roles, mm-hmm. and it became awkward. And I guess even years later, they still had problems with each other because they treated them in such a horrible manner. Power does weird things to the human psyche. It's the power, not necessarily the racism. Prejudice gets in there in the mix with the blend of power. But the amount of power that law enforcement they need it to protect people, but it also has side effects. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's mm-hmm. like, I'm just saying this is something we can look at, observe, analyze, deconstruct to try to find something. But I don't see people having conversations like that. They're just saying, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm right, what are we saying?
What sucks is you have the power to be racist now.
You do.
You know what I mean? That's the thing.
You do have, but everyone has the power to be racist. Racism, I feel like, has gotten this connotation in a sense because racism stems from prejudice, I believe. I don't know things. So if you want to correct me, please do.
Explain,
you know what I'm saying. So, prejudice is what brings out racism. What prejudice is a collection of information that people have in their heads based on knowledge that they've received or experienced to tackle certain situations in their lives. Mm-hmm. And so when racist people get together and they find like minds like each other, they feed off each other, the information they tell. So whenever they have that prejudice in their head, then they act on it. So I don't think people say prejudice is bad. I don't think prejudice is bad. Acting on your prejudice unjustifiably is bad, in my opinion. Yeah. So like, it's prejudice is a survival instinct. It's literally what it is. We see poison oak. We don't want to rub our butts on it, right?
But they do say that it only counts towards oppressed groups of people.
Okay.
So like if you're not oppressed, apparently you can't be racist towards this group.
Right. So that's the whole thing with right because like white people were saying like, well, they call us white crackers all the time. How is that not racist, right?
Because you're not oppressed.
the white community is not oppressed.
Correct.
But then I wanna go ahead and.
But you are oppressed elsewhere.
And that's my thing. It's like. And I guess that, and then for the sake of the conversation, I guess we'll localize it to the United States.
Okay.
You know, but I just kind of brought that up just to show that I'm not just talking out of my ass.
No,
right?
you're not. No.
Like I literally had like, and I don't even want to rely on that information too much because I was a kid, and a lot of my fear was, I feel like because I was a kid as well. You know what I'm saying? I might have not understood a lot.
All throughout 7th and 8th grade, people called me like terrorist or Indian.
Really?
I'm not even Indian, but how is that like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, even me, like people would call me white. Some Mexican people would talk crap about me behind my back.
And you turn around
and they wouldn't. Yeah, and I would turn around and you
sweet
see
justice.
Yeah, but like you see what I'm saying? Like people would always assume that I'm white because of the color of my skin, and I'm like, well, that's the same. But anyway, that's different.
Yeah,
I don't think that applies.
Sorry.
No, you're fine, dude. You're
just because we're getting.
Yeah, but crap, I lost my train of thought. So we're talking about prejudice and such.
We were talking about originally. Well, yeah, continue about prejudice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I don't think prejudice is bad. It's necessary to survive. And like I said, man, there's layers. Why do white people have problems with black people? So I feel like there's truth because they've been taught. Yeah. But is there more? Because there's truth that in anything anyone says. Anything anyone says, it's truth because they feel strongly about that position, meaning something must have happened, or they must have observed something, or they were taught. Mm-hmm. So they're taught, right? That's one thing.
I have a perfect example for this.
Okay.
But continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're taught. That's one thing. But what's another? There has to be more. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
Like there's one thing happens, and then they're like,
right.
F this group of people.
And that's stupid. Yeah. So that the one thing that happens. What's the example?
Let me tell you the example, bro.
Tell me the example.
Okay. I used to be racist myself when I was a little kid. Like I want to say 5th or 6th grade.
Well, were you racist?
Towards Mexicans.
I don't think you were.
100% I was.
You're naive when you're that young.
But check this out.
Okay.
Because I remember a direct quote.
Okay.
Because it's stuck in here, and I never want to be that way again. So I had a best friend, and my best friend was like, "Here, have some of this, whatever, drink, non-alcoholic, of course. Just like try this drink. It's good."
Right.
And I said, "My mom says our people don't trust your people," and that's so bad to say.
But you didn't know.
But I learned it from my mom.
You did learn it from your mom, but
I carried that on.
Yeah.
Until I got older, and then I realized, like, what am I doing?
Did you have like kind of like a negative stigma towards them, like physically negative, or was it like a thing?
What do you mean physically?
Like, yeah, sorry, that didn't make sense. But like, what I mean is like, because back when you were that young, right, and you said that, you probably didn't even mean that in a hurtful way. You were just kind of like, oh, my mom said, like,
I just repeated it. I can't,
right? So you didn't even have any negativity towards that person. You were just following what your mom told you to do, right? So did you carry that personally? So did this become a thing of you personally? Not that your mom told you, but now you are doing things because you actually really don't trust that, like Mexicans per se. Did that become a thing?
What's the main question? Did that become a thing?
Like did you actually start thinking like, I don't trust Mexican people?
No, I didn't.
Right.
But at some point, well, I have to say maybe I did, because then I was like, I don't trust you. Because even if I'm now like 6th grade, you're kind of old. So
that's true. But you are kind of old, but you're still
a little kid. You know, you're still a little.
So but my thing. Okay, so my thing is when it becomes a thing of like you actually believe in it.
That's when it's bad.
That's when it's evil.
Yeah, evil is the right word.
You know, because I've always seen people as just people, man.
Yeah.
And then I just get to know them and we're cool. You know what I'm saying?
You're the perfect person. You know what I mean?
I don't think, no, man.
What? You're not racist?
But some people might think I am. Then stupid. It becomes like a objective or what's subjective mean again?
Biased.
Biased.
Objective is no.
So
bias.
then racism is also even a subjective thing. How would you gauge it? Is there a perfect gauge for racism? You know what I'm saying? Because people might even think that I'm extremely racist just by saying the things that I have said,
but then
or by comparing my life to the life of black people in America. You know what I'm saying?
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I don't think anything you've said is racist. Period. You haven't said anything racist.
Well, thanks.
Number 2. We're good. But some people will go as far as saying if you're not active about anti-racism, you're racist.
Yeah.
And I get that. And I kind of agree with it. But there's a different way to go about it than getting mad at them for that. You should educate them and then teach them to be anti-racist.
Yeah. You know what I think it is too? I think like me, because I fall in the middle, you know, primarily because I don't trust sources.
Yeah.
And
I'll find you the evidence.
Yeah, find me that stuff. But like there's a lot of people that are just confused like me. And then they fall into that, people calling them either you're racist because you don't.
That. I honestly hate that because I see it all the time on Twitter, and it's like this person is just trying to learn. Why are you destroying his life?
That's why that's why I deleted Instagram and Facebook, because it was heartbreaking to see so many people I knew going back and forth with each other saying, and this is my thing, a lot of people go hard on this is that. It's like, dude, you don't even know the full picture. There's so many layers to this. You can't just I just have a problem with people concrete onto one thing and then just like annihilating everybody who opposes them because of the one thing they know. But it's like I feel like life is very complicated.
I gotta show you something after this.
Conversations just need to happen, you know?
Definitely.
Conversations, not debates and competitions of who's right and wrong. But anyway, I guess where I sit, like I said, I just sit in the middle. I guess just like going back to like just learning it when you're young, being taught, right? Like I was just taught that you just get out of situations you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it happened. I just kind of lived in this earth.
Have you seen
this?
I
moved around. And what is this?
It's this guy it's a statistician explaining how Black people are targeted. So maybe that does mean oppressed at the same time.
And
but I got like 4
videos
for you right here. I can show you later.
Man, I could keep going on, man. There's so many things like I wanted to talk about.
We should make part 2.
We should make a part 2.
Because it has been a minute since we started.
It's been 2 hours.
It's been 2 hours. You could already make a part 2 out of these.
I could split it in.
Let's make a trilogy, bro.
A trilogy, dog.
I'm down.
You down?
Yeah, I'm down. Okay. Oh, okay. Should we just go to a lighter note right now? Or
sure.
do you want to finish? Finish your thoughts. I don't want to take you away from your thoughts.
Nah, I mean, also, my thoughts are never complete, but...
I'll help you complete them.
You'll
until
help
next
me complete
time.
them.
Okay. What's up, man?
So what's good?
I see you like
the weather's very nice, yes? Wow, it's dark.
It is dark.
Is it that dark already? It's just barely 9, dude. It's probably because the lights are on, too. It doesn't... Or maybe it is that dark.
I don't know. Sunset's like 8 something, 8:30.
On a lighter note, we'll talk about this later.
So what do you got going on?
What I got going on?
You always ask me this. No.
No.
Sure.
But I do have something going on a lighter note in my head.
Okay.
What I got going on is Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, dude.
Is coming out 2 days before my birthday, and I want it.
It's your birthday.
When is the Cyberpunk coming?
I don't know. It got
November
pushed
19th.
back.
It got pushed back to November 19th.
So 19th? No, 21st.
There you go. Do your math, son. Do your math, son.
19 plus 2 is 19.
You need a whiteboard real quick? You can write on the poster. Yeah,
dude, I can't wait for that
I've been freaking watching.
But tell me it's going to be on PC.
It is. It's on everything. So it's
I'm done with consoles.
Yeah, I've been done since I got the PC.
It's beautiful.
I've only ever played console if my buddies are playing like Battlefield 5 because we all have that still on our console.
That's funny.
It's the only time, or when we're watching Netflix.
I will always be a Nintendo fan because they have to make their internet service better.
Is it bad?
It's trash.
I've never had an issue.
Okay, but that I mean, it lags sometimes.
Okay.
It's laggy sometimes. More importantly, there's no party service. Can't talk to your friends.
That's true.
Adding your friends with a friend code, issue. Bro.
That's Steam. You just did it with me.
No, I looked up my name.
Oh, I thought you typed in the number.
I don't know that number by heart. It's like 7 digits.
Who knows? That's like a freaking phone number.
But I don't call my Steam buddies. You know,
hey, a public phone.
92474.
Just Steam ID. By heart. It's like, what are you, my wife? I don't even know Courtney's number by heart, but she knows mine. I feel bad.
That's cute.
Going back to women are more interested in people. She is interested in me, so she knows my number.
Damn.
I'm interested in her, but that thing, the number thing, yeah, I have her on my contacts. That works.
True.
But so it's trash.
Just because they need to get with the times, bro. They're ancient.
Well, also it's super cheap, man.
It's $20.
Yeah, compared to like $60 or 70 sometimes.
It used to be free, and that's when it was absolutely garbage.
Mm-hmm. Like, so I was actually happy when they announced that they were gonna do pay, because like finally they're gonna have like good servers.
But dude, $35 for 8 people is a steal. That's $4.33 per person. I did the math a long time ago. That's because that's what I tell my friends to Venmo me. You know?
Yeah, Venmo me your stuff, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't. I guess I play Smash Bros a lot online. I don't think I have any other games I play online.
Excuse me.
Did you burp?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I burp all the time.
Paper Mario, the Origami King, bro. Do you remember in 7th and 8th grade I was just doing origami all the time?
I don't remember that.
Do you remember my duct tape wallets?
We didn't hang out a lot. I do remember your duct tape wallets, but we didn't hang out a lot in junior high.
True.
I just bought stuff from Tino.
Yeah.
That's all.
He kind of introduced me to you.
No, it wasn't. It was Dennis. We've been over this.
Oh, that's right. We
Dennis,
went over this.
And then I kind of, you hung out with Tino a lot.
Yeah.
And then I think because that's kind of like hazy thinking back.
Sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
You're good, dude. We've been going for like 2 hours and 12, man.
I've never yawned on your podcast.
You've never, but don't worry, because I'm pretty sure there's a millionth counter on how many times I've yawned on my own podcast.
Really?
I yawned.
You never yawned with me.
No, well, because when I'm having interesting conversations with people.
Yes. I'm interested.
It's like it doesn't. But when I do my podcast alone, yawn factory, dude. I'm yawning all the time. But, yeah, I've had Cyberpunk on my mind for like.
I've had my PC on my mind since the middle of March.
You missed.
It is now July 8th.
Who's over there? Who has
my
access?
uncle.
Can your uncle like expedite shipping it?
No, I'm just gonna go. This
go
Friday. Yeah.
We just went to Reno.
Oh, how was it?
It was freaking boring.
Really?
Well, because you can't do anything. Everything's closed, you know. But we did a couple, because it was Courtney's birthday. Mm-hmm. You know when her birthday is?
Happy birthday.
4th of July. Is
racist.
Her birthday.
No, I'm just
Yeah, that's a qualification, Kevin. I'm sorry. Shoot. Dang it. Should have thought about that. No, it's 4th of July, so they have a freaking patriotic birthday.
Does she always do that or not? Or are you just joking?
No. I mean, we usually go camping, actually. Oh. We usually go camping.
You were just being dumb right there. You weren't talking truth. Okay.
I was not telling the truth. I lied to you because you lied to me like 5 times earlier today. You like my hair, by the way?
Yeah.
It had gel from like yesterday, and then I woke up late for work.
Give me a 360 or a 180.
And I woke up late for work, and the hat, it just, the gel, and then it just kind of like.
I feel like you're a different person without the hat.
I am a different person.
I never see you without the hat.
Never, because I don't
Stop
like doing my
hats.
hair. I don't like doing my hair.
But you're gonna go bald.
Is that what hats do to you?
That's a thing that could happen.
Really? Because I have a massive receding hairline, dude. You see
Stop wearing hats.
Dude,
show me.
My hair is hard to pull back too.
Just hold it.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
You see it? I told Courtney if it goes back too far.
Do you ever play Halo?
Jason Statham. What?
You ever play Halo?
Yeah. Why you want to laugh?
Because do you know the EVA helmet?
No.
Here.
Do I look like the EVA helmet?
Yeah.
Actually, I do play. Yeah, I do remember that.
Dude,
I don't know why I said I don't.
you
I do
really
play.
look like that one.
Dude,
And
that's me.
That's badass. That's your beard.
Shoot.
That's your face.
Yeah, my face occupies about 75% of my head, or my beak, as my coworkers like to call their head.
You're making fun of Halo? I'm just kidding.
Did you say Hitler?
Halo.
Oh, they said you making fun of Hitler.
Oh, dude, I just
problem.
no way. Oh, I have to tell you something funny.
Shoot.
Okay, it's
Shoot,
about Black Lives Matter. Also, Mario Maker 2, $40. On sale, GameStop.
I bought that game that you told me to buy. Remember?
Risk of Rain?
No.
Oh, the penny one. Did you like it?
I haven't played it.
It's so fun.
I bought it just for the joke of it.
It has like nice jazzy.
You sent me $1.
No, that's true. Okay.
You sent me $1. It was so funny.
Did you use it to buy it?
I did.
Okay, good.
I have 99 cents for you, dog, because it cost me a freaking penny. You couldn't send me a penny, huh? The buck was the lowest.
Yeah, that's the lowest. How did you know? Dude, yeah, that game is really fun.
Is it?
You could play with Courtney too.
Okay, yeah, she likes playing like Mario Party is her favorite game.
It's kind of hard though.
Is it?
You mess up a lot.
Do you feel stupid while you play?
Sometimes you will.
I don't want it.
It's conducting trains.
I don't like feeling dumb.
Every time you win though, there's a jazzy tune that plays, and that makes the game the best.
I love this game. When
also,
can I play it?
You can unlock different trains.
Can you play as Thomas?
I don't know. I'm not that far yet. I've only unlocked 3.
DLC maybe.
There's like 15.
DLC collaboration.
We need to talk to them.
We do.
We need to get in touch with this company. And talk
we do.
Yeah.
And I want that instead of a jazzy tune, it's gotta be the ear rape version.
Oh god.
Dude, Thomas the Train's got a weird stigma now. Every time I see him, I kind of get a little anxiety.
Kevin, you know what sucks?
What?
Well, no never mind.
What
Sorry.
doesn't suck?
Nothing. Sorry.
What doesn't suck?
Nothing.
Man?
Kevin, you see this? This is an open palm.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a real hearty one.
Okay.
In that fat jelly bean you call a face. I have to send you that video too.
Is that what you wanted to talk about?
No.
You don't want to bring it up?
No.
You want to talk about after?
I kind of forgot it already.
Dang it, Niniv. You can't do that to me. Now.
All right, I'll tell you later.
Tell me later.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude. Paper Mario Maker, the funny story. That's my thought process right there. You're welcome. Okay. You just got inside my brain.
Paper Mario is such a good game, man.
I can't wait for it.
I don't know which one I played, but I played the one like it was on GameCube for sure.
1,000-Year Door.
Is that what it was with the ghosts?
I think that's the only one on GameCube.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the first one's on N64.
Dude, that game, I think about that game and I'm happy.
That game's
it's so nostalgic.
That game's a lot of money.
Is it?
It's held its value. It's like Smash Bros. Or any other big title.
Yeah. How much?
It's like $70, dude. $70-$80. Yeah, it's stupid. Let me check eBay. Want to hear this funny, stupid story?
I do.
My own uncle. So did you hear about the BLM protest in Ceres?
Yeah.
I went to that.
Okay.
I was protesting. It was peaceful.
I heard. Okay, yeah.
I have to see. We're back on it. I have 2 things to say. Okay.
I'm
gonna say. Okay. Tino's mom. Tino's parents went to the BLM Modesto protest.
Okay.
And they were like, it was peaceful the entire time until the cops showed up and made it not peaceful.
Because they were firing stuff at people. They're firing the tear gas and the people's faces and stuff. So
so a lot of what I've seen is it's peaceful until the cops show up, or the SWAT team specifically.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that later. Number
Part 3.
Number 2, my uncle. So no, I went to this peaceful protest, okay? It was all like youth, like me, my age and younger, maybe like max 27.
Mm-hmm.
Tino's parents were there. Sickest parents, by the way.
Sickest
like his dad. I have so many stories.
I've never met him, man.
You gotta meet him.
You'll
probably, dude. He's so cool. Anyway, bro, the protest is peaceful, it's all youth. It's all people who care, who this pertains to. You know, it's like it's their children, not 70-year-old Karen who's about to die. Why do you care? You know. Anyway, so I come back home. Granted, I put a shirt on because it was COVID. I put a shirt on and I tied it like a balaclava.
Mm-hmm. I've done that before too.
It's actually
so fun.
It's actually what I did was a shamar.
A shamar.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a type of headdress thing.
Because I usually just grab my t-shirt, hole where my head goes.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
Sleeves.
Tie
them in the back.
That's apparently a shamar.
Because that's what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I wear. I rock a mean shamar.
This is my hole. What? This is the hole right here.
Yeah, yeah.
And I put it like this, so it's like draped over my head.
Okay, so you have it like here.
Yeah.
But then you lift this up sometimes.
And I lift it up to cover my nose.
Yeah.
And then I put it like that, and then I tie it all.
Yeah.
And that's how I looked. I come home. I just had to tell you that because it was funny. But I come home, it's not on me anymore, and I'm arguing with my uncle like, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
No, they don't. You know, like
yeah.
And they're like, that's just to be clear, that's what my uncle's saying. And I'm arguing that Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Back and forth, most heated argument I've ever had with him. Just don't be racist. It's not that hard. Niniv, you're Antifa. My uncle called me Antifa,
Your
bro.
uncle called you Antifa, and you weren't even wearing the
and
shema.
the podcast. Yeah, I wasn't even wearing the shema.
Yeah, dude, what the freak?
My own uncle is probably a fascist.
Dude, you freaking never know, man. You never freaking...
Oh, man.
At the end of the day, dude, we're all just freaking people. Some people are just, you know.
I can't believe it.
But like you said, some freak, dog. That's the one, dude. That's the one.
Yeah.
Dude, that game was so good.
Crazy.
That game was so good. You know what the first game I ever played that I kind of like remember?
Freaking destroyed phone.
No, you're fine.
I fell on it.
You did?
At God's Bath. So like in like a rock. Have you been there?
No, it must be. It's like the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah. Although it was tainted this year. People don't know how to clean up after themselves.
Was there like beer and stuff, bottles and Dixie cups?
And spray paint.
I like to do that. The whole whisper back what they said to add dramatic effect. It's like my favorite thing to do nowadays.
And also waste my time. Just kidding.
Anyway. I'm excited for video games. That's what I'm excited for. That's probably the only good thing that's going to come out of 2020, in my opinion. Freaking Cyberpunk. I'm going to be a nomad of the indoors when that game comes out.
I don't even know what that game's about, but I can't wait to play it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Don't even tell me.
Yeah, you just got to buy it.
It just looks so cool.
Dude, it looks... I love that concept. It's like future... kind of not steampunk, but like future cybernetic, cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
It's like steampunk, but cyber.
And like kind of like the underground worlds.
Yes.
You know, that's such a cool concept to me all the time.
What's that movie? Ready Player One, kind of thing.
I've never seen that. I gotta watch it.
Have you read the book?
No.
Okay.
Should I read the book?
No.
I've been into reading lately. Really?
Can I tell you a book to read?
Should I watch it and then read it?
Sure.
Okay.
And then you'll probably be like, the movie sucked.
Okay. So I'll still hate it. Anyway, what were you saying?
Dude, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's fireworks, by the way. There's fireworks all the time.
It's July 8th, and there's fireworks.
Dude, there's been fireworks since, like, February. Literally. Not even lying. Super loud. Milo freaks out. He's gonna bite you on the way out, probably.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor ankle. Your ankle. It's gonna see it's gonna see some blood.
I'll give him the bus driver uppercut. I'm too fast for him.
You're too fast for him. The bus driver uppercut, dog.
Have I showed you that video?
No. You gotta. There's a lot of things you need to show me after the fact.
You know what sucks? What? I always say I'll show you this, and I never.
It never happens.
We need to make a list.
You know what? We're gonna end it right now.
Cool.
And then you can remember this. All right, guys.
Goodbye.